What is going on?
I mean, I guess I'm allowed to look like absolute dog shit. Oh, wait.
How to really play video games. Look at that. Thank you so much for the sub. I don't really play video games.
Oh, no, we are on. Okay, good. I thought we were muted. Sorry. All right, I'll turn this.
Turn off the cowman. Please, how many times have I said that sentence?
It's time, Ed, for a couple of buds.
Let's
do it here. Come on, man. Oh, yeah, that sounds good. That's what I'm doing for the camera. Welcome, everybody, to a couple of buds with Ed and Holden.
Yes.
Our first test run of hopefully what will become a monthly.
Yeah, so we don't really know what we're doing. We had a couple loose ideas, but if anyone has any ideas for a segment, I said anybody.
No. You said a couple loose ideas, and then I said and women.
Oh, okay, good. Thank
you know what I mean?
Yes,
yeah.
I mean, yeah, they are.
Only the men may submit ideas to this stream.
Yes,
and,
please.
Welcome, everybody. Oh my god, I gotta get warmed up here. I just realized I've been sitting in silence.
Me too.
Just click-clacking, you know what I mean? And
I've been doing boring work today.
Oh, really? What are you doing? You researching tires or something?
Basically, you might as well. I've been trying to find carpenters to try and fix a gate.
Oh my god, I don't really play video games, so there you go. I think we're almost to our goal here.
That's great, yes.
I didn't even post this up yet, but I guess I'll go ahead and do it. We're trying to raise exactly $65 for our beer and food coming. We have a food segment coming up, and so...
But if you want to give a little more, Holden has a baby, and I have a honeymoon coming up. And
holy Lord,
it'll go towards that as well.
Yeah, so please, I know. I mean, a big part of my initiative here, Ed, is definitely feeling a little we got to bump it up a notch with everything right now, and just wanting to move to the next echelon, with everything. And also, though, we haven't done a fucking I mean, we doing, I moved out here so we do stuff together, right?
That's a good point.
We have been writing some sketches and doing the monthly show, the pack, but I don't even think that's coming back until what?
December 30th. December 30th. Well, Henry's out of town, and then I'm out of town. And so we're not coming back until December 30th.
So, we have that. And, we've done some things here and there. But I was like, yeah, let's do it. And I've been wanting to do a regular with you anyways, because I just really loved when you would come over and do Brighter Side Live.
Yes. Holden is the creator of Brighter Side Live. And I just slowly started doing it without him because I had to.
Well, it makes sense. I'm not your co-host of that show. And as soon as you guys started doing it, I was like, yeah, that's probably the way that should work. And not with me, because we don't do the podcast together.
I love doing it with you, though. So
I know, Dinosaur Facts.
Dinosaur Facts. I tell you what, if anyone needs a brighter side, you go ahead and you write it in the old...
there you go.
In the old chat, and me and Holden will give you a big fucked up brighter side to your shitty ass day.
Hell yeah, dude.
But yeah, we like having good times. We like throwing around the donation log here. It's a good time. And I want to thank Holden for having me on and making me a part of your bullshit.
I'm so excited to do this because the other thing too is I just want to switch it up, not just to try to expand on my empire of lies that I've created here, but also I'm trying to figure out where to put this. But also, I feel like our segments are going to pop up down here. But also, whatchamacallit, I just want to switch it up, so I'm because it's I do been doing the same streams for so long. AMPM Video, thank you for the sub, by the way. Or can we do this so just Eddie gets food? Well, we can do that for sure.
Yes, please.
We've almost reached our goal, though, Ed. We are 81% towards our modest goal.
Oh, yeah, which covers beers and food.
Yeah, absolutely. So, anyways, it's a couple of buds. It's almost 2 here. Let me...
Ooh, spooky. I don't care.
I like that.
Whatever the people like.
I want to feel and I'll try to figure out, I need to change this space a little bit and because I want this to feel right now like we're in a dive bar, right?
Yeah.
We're hanging out, shooting the shit. I do cocktails as well. Kind of want to make that feel like we're at an after hours cocktail bar.
Can't you just do the background thing?
I can change. I'll do the background thing at some point.
Yeah, just do the background thing. It's so much easier.
I'll get it. I'll do the green screen thing at some point. But regardless, here, I want to just set the mood a little bit more because I'm ready to hang the fuck out.
That's another
Lampuddle,
thing.
thank you so much for the sub.
I gotta say, this is This, show exists mostly so Holden and I can hang out more.
Work is
and
love.
Call it work.
Work is love. Chef Destroy, we have met our goal. Is that an animated stack of cured meat in that CCR shirt? Or is it just one of the best guys on the internet? Holden's cool too. Absolutely.
Ah, yes. I got this shirt recently. I love it. I wear it on stage, but now the neck's doing that thing where it crumples up too much.
Oh, yeah, you gotta hate
so
that.
So now it's like, now it's about to lose the sleeves.
Maybe you have to wash dry cold or something like that.
Dry cold?
I don't know what you gotta do. You gotta wash cold and dry warm.
I wash cold.
Buy high, sell low. I don't know what that. We've got, all right, so by the way, we've got some segments coming up. We've got a movie review segment, which I need to have because I spent a whole almost 3 hours watching Avatar yesterday. I can't believe you did the whole thing in a theater.
Well,
trapped.
I actually fucked that up. I was.
Wait a second, did you not watch Avatar? But I ended up watching the whole thing yesterday.
I watched Avatar.
Okay, all right.
I just forgot what time the movie was. Every movie I see is at 7:30, which is aggravating, by the way.
Right.
But then this one was at 6, and I didn't realize till 6:05 that I wasn't at the movie theater. And so we canceled it, and I went over to Adam and Sam's, and we watched it over there, which was great because we could take breaks. We had some Little Caesars pizza.
Let's actually have a conversation. I don't know if you have any other memories that connected to that sort of thing, but immediately I remembered. I got tickets to see my buddy hit me up, was like, I'm in town for my birthday, and I have an extra ticket if you want to come with me to see Book of Mormon on Broadway, original cast run. This was back when, you could not fucking get a ticket to that show.
Yeah.
I was elated, always, obviously, Trey Parker, Matt Stone, Avenue Q guy. I mean, it's, all the reviews, you couldn't, it was the Hamilton of its time. And so I meet up at his place. He's like, I'm right around the corner from the theater. So meet me at this time. Me and my boy, we're gonna smoke a bunch of weed and then go to the show. We're we're actually well into this smoke session. It's too much for me even. Honestly. Yeah, it's I don't need this much.
You're not gonna remember it. You don't even. I don't like to get too high for
weed.
Comedy shows because I got to use my brain.
Right.
Concerts fine, but comedy shows you got to get the jokes.
We'll talk about King Kong and Barbecue Show in a little bit, but we realized halfway through the sesh, he's like, oh fuck. It started 15 minutes ago.
Oh.
So now I'm high as shit. We run out of the apartment or hotel, run around the corner, into the theater. We just barely, because they cut you off, and especially Broadway shows. They won't let you in after a certain point. We made it to the final cutoff.
Okay.
It was right. We got in during the fuck God.
I've never seen it. I don't know.
Oh my God, Ed, it's so good.
I keep trying it. The tickets are so expensive.
I've since seen it one other time. Again, lucked out. Someone was in town for their birthday and had an extra ticket. I keep lucking out in that way.
I got to go to whatchamacallit, who did I get to see live for free? Hamilton. I got to see Hamilton on the first run. 2 months in on Broadway, I got to see that for free.
That's awesome.
I showed up on time though, and I got a good seat.
Yeah, dude. Luckily I got to go again later and got to fucking hang out for the show. But yeah, it was see it from the beginning rather. But holy shit. Welcome to the new people coming in to chat, by the way. All hail Mr. Mojo's just listening around table and seeing this. This is amazing. Absolutely.
Hell yeah.
Welcome to Some Buds. Crack open a bud. Ed, what do you got going on lately? You went to Cincinnati. Tell us about it.
Oh, my God. So I went to Cincinnati, and that was a lot of fun.
How'd your big ass fare in the fucking airplane?
Well, the airplane, fine. I got bumped up to Comfort Plus both ways.
There you go.
Very nice, very nice. And the second time, I didn't even have to sit next to Julie. So I got to listen to all my music.
She's not going I think we should take dance lessons or something. You know what I mean?
No, it was one of those situations where they were like, we upgraded you to Comfort Plus without asking us and separated us. And we also had Tootsie with us.
It's like a fucking Seinfeld episode.
So we're like, do we do it? Do we not do it? Do we do it? I'm like, fuck it, let's rock.
Nice,
and so I'm like, you take the dog. You take the window and the dog. I'll take the aisle and my sandwich.
Not talk to you. Yeah. My personal freedom.
Bill Burr was on our flight.
Dude, hell yeah.
He was in town.
You met him before?
A bunch of times. Yeah. Still has no idea who I am.
But. I was going to say, did he recognize you or whatever?
No. I would, if I explained to him who I was, he'd be like, oh, yeah. And then walk away probably.
Totally.
But he was it was so funny because on Friday night, I did a show at a brewery, which was great. We sold it out. A lot of fun. Reed Failer was on the show.
There you go.
A bunch of Cincy comedians. Had a great time. Reed was so fucking ridiculous. ridiculous.
How's he getting back into stand-up?
Oh my God, not to give away too much, but his act was basically he read a couple stories, which I think were new, and he gets up there with like a synthesizer and then like really like that's like, and then he just, it's so fucking abrasive, and I loved it.
That's
it was
awesome.
so good, and like my family was there, and they didn't fucking get it at all.
Of course, that's part of the fun. I mean, you know, when you're in the back and you get to laugh about it. Real quick, she's a man, baby Lizzie Loop. Thank you for the sub. Thank you for the sub, UC Bear. Also, I agree with you, Yoke. One Blunt Bros. Great name. Also, you all have to sing the Jumbo Shrimp song at least once. 2, 3, 4. We are the Jumbo Shrimp, here to play a game. We are the Jumbo Shrimp, here to play a game. Ooh, added a trill in the second one.
I got it. Yeah,
that
we
was
have
really
to.
good.
That was
really
from
good.
all my Mexican shrimp that I've been eating lately.
yeah, El Shrimpo.
Yeah.
I remember him.
Well, down here they got a bunch of good at the seafood market. They got the Mexican tiger shell-on shrimp is the way to go.
Right. You can tell because we got the big hats.
Yeah. Oh my God. But yeah, so I went to Cincinnati. I went to the Dolphins game, which we got a quarterback killed and that. Oh my God, Holden, you're gonna love this. So they did this. The Cincinnati like changed their uniforms for that game. Yeah, the Bengals. They had they decided to call. They called it a whiteout, and like they had white jerseys and a white helmet. They're usually orange and black, you know. But then at the end, like I realized that they were doing the whiteout to end racism. So they made everyone wear white to end racism.
Do you fucking see Kanye out there with the White Lives Matter shirt on?
He's worse than the Bengals.
And somebody was up, and somebody was just like, "What the fuck is this?" We were like, "Oh, they're terrible. They murdered that man. They
hurt my quarterback.
They were, oh God, he's terrible. Look at what he's doing." Then someone was like, "Well, he's also, a contrarian." I was like, "No, like." Contrarians know they're riling people up. I think if you sat him down, he'd be like, "Yeah, I definitely wanted to wear that shirt, and here's what." You know what I mean?
You think so? I think he just wants to piss people off.
I don't think he's. I just think he's damaged.
I can't even listen to his music.
Yeah,
I can't even bring myself to do it. Not really.
Oh, okay. You like one of those people. It kills me when Woody Allen was getting canceled. Everybody out there be like, "I fucking hated his movies anyways," but I'm just like, "But that doesn't." That's not what we're talking about.
I didn't say his music was bad. I said I can't listen to it.
Right.
It's two different things.
I really still like a lot of his albums. I will say. I do. I certainly do. But yeah, it definitely put a damper on it. But now you listen back, you're just like, God damn, dude. Did you watch that Young Genius or just Genius doc series? That was pretty good. That was pretty good because that was a guy that used to that guy has a ton of footage of him from when he was first starting out, just hungry.
Yeah.
There's a really good scene where the camera's following him around in this record label office. And he's just going from room to room, just putting the album on to people who don't give a fuck. Like putting on by the way, his breakout album that, ended up going, which one? College Dropout or whatever. I think it's his first one. And just these record exec people just don't give a fuck. And he's just going from room to room, throwing it on and just trying to get them hype about it. It's just really fascinating stuff. But the doc series is aware of it covers his rise and downfall. And it's a dude he used to roll with back in the day who was but he knew where he was heading. He was making a documentary about him. You know? But still, he hadn't made the jump from producer to MC or anything like that. And that's a huge thing that's difficult to get over, you know, essentially, because they don't want you to become an MC if you're a really good producer because they want your songs.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure, what was he did? He did Change Clothes, I believe, the beat.
Change Clothes?
Change Clothes, the Jay-Z song.
Yeah.
I think he did the beat to that.
Oh, he did H to the Izzo, D to the
yeah.
Put your
so I loved him at that because I was a big Jay-Z fan.
Put your hat on, make a sign.
I remember I heard a story about him from Danny from P-Funk about how he was opening for P-Funk on the road.
Wow.
And there was this dude in the front row smoking weed, and Kanye stopped his set and then had the cops come and arrest him.
Wow.
And then George is peeking out of the side, just be like, "What the fuck? And then later on, he called cops on P-Funk for smoking.
Wow.
Because they were smoking weed in their dressing room. And he called
and
they were
it's
like
illegal, Ed. It's illegal activities.
And so I always, and so from that moment on, I'm like, I'm not listening to this piece of shit. Anti-weed, anti-P-Funk. Like, how do you expect me to like you as a human being?
I hear it.
Then he just kept getting crazier, and the whole time, like, I told you! I told you!
Were the lyrics not put a hat on, make a sign? I can't remember, but whatever. But I'm trying to get some hip-hop records. We still got to go to Amoeba sometime soon. We're going to do Vinyl Corner here in just a little bit. But I really want some more rap records. I really want the Black album. Ice Cube would be great.
I look for Jay-Z's first album, Reasonable Doubt. That's my shit. Well, that's my favorite
Blueprint. That might have been their Blueprint was there, which I think is, personally think that's even better. Blueprint and Black Album are my top two. Yeah. Jay-Z records.
Yeah, Black Album, I'm with you, for sure.
And I'm a big, I'm a hip-hop guy, and everybody knows that I came from the streets. I fucked people up on the streets, and they were all like, Holden,
it's a dirty street
boy. Don't be a dirty street boy in my mother's kitchen or whatever. Sorry, honey, I'm talking mad game, okay? About my days on the streets. So, and I'm sorry if I'm frightening you guys with my street talk right now.
Yeah, fatty stack Mac. Yeah, it is fucked up, bro. It is fucked up.
Yeah, look, I ain't narked on P-Funk. That's fucked up. Yo, is what Fatly Stacked Matt just said.
Here's how they got back at him. Okay. Down the road, like, I talked to Danny about this recently. Down the road, he hired a bunch of P-Funk guys, because, they're great, to work on a track with him. And they kept pretending like they didn't know what they were doing, and they ran up their bill on him. And so they he had to stay in the studio for like 4 days instead of 2. And they got like double the money. And then he was like, what's up? And then they told him they fucked him over. He's like, okay. So they got him back. And
I'm sorry, Red H Prop, for scaring you. And it is true, Uncle Sherry, I stomped all over them cul-de-sacs up in my fucking hood. I made a bunch of, and women were going like, oh, you know what I mean? And getting all that because they were like, and they beat me in or whatever.
Hell yeah.
They beat me off in, if you know what I mean.
I know what you mean. I remember I grew up in Boca Raton, Florida. Not a lot of gang activity, but we were some scumbags. And I remember one time I was in the after school program, and there was this kid that everyone hated. And if we told him that we were all a gang, and then he's like, I want to be in your gang. And we're like, nah, man, you can't be in our gang.
Wait, what was your gang called?
We're in 7th grade. We didn't even have a name. It wasn't a real gang, like we was just like, one day.
Funny.
It was 7th grade, and then he's like, oh man, he's like, man, I don't think you want to join. We got to beat you in. And he's like, no. Hey, all right, I'll do it. And then we all beat him up. I'm 7th grade. And we all beat him up. And we all beat him up, and then we were like, nah, there's no gang.
After the beating. Very good stuff.
How many people did we lose on that story?
We gained a couple. Also, Zalink, I have good news for you. I have already acquired the Mad Villainy album. Maybe I'll show that off in a future one. I've already picked my records for today. Yeah. But yes, also on the Coven. No, it's slightly awkward, but other than that, we're fine. From Friday's Scream stream.
What happened there?
I just did Jack in here last Friday, and it's just we had the nanny, and Lexi's teaching. I mean, apparently the parents of the kid she was teaching could hear me from the other room. I mean, it was Fireball edition.
You gotta get some things on the door.
Well, yeah, we put a little thing in the bottom there.
You got a couple of them up here, but you gotta get the soundproofing on the door so it doesn't get out.
Yeah, it's like you move the tombstones, but you didn't. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I'll well, also I shouldn't do that here. I think I'm gonna actually move it for now. Jackie's computer's on the fritz for a while. I think I'm gonna move Jack and stream to the studio. Actually, I can run it out of the studio. And that's what horrible people. So
that's what we need to do.
The boys are in Europe, so they're enjoying that situation, which is fun. What's going on? What do you got for me?
Nothing. I'm just reading these people.
Yeah, read them out.
Lucas Benedict, beautiful ending to the story. Holy shit.
Yeah, love it.
I grew up in Sad Songs Burrito. I grew up in Cook County, Tennessee, home of moonshine, meth labs, and moon pies. That's lots of moons. But yeah, no, I love moon pies. Hoosie Bear, I caned a couple stories. And.com, I think Ed told that same story. I tell every story more than once, so you get used to it.
Yeah, Smoke, weed fuckers.
Mosquito-rator.
Fuck yeah, smoke weed every day fuckers. And we will be doing some buds of that nature. For now, we've got Budweiser.
I brought some edibles.
Yes, and I think as we go into the later portion, I will also enjoy an edible. Until we get to that point, though, I want my wits about me as we get into our first segment of the day. Hopefully I'll have theme songs for these as well coming soon. But I put these together earlier. That's right, it's Buds on Film. That's probably what we'll do, right?
Yeah.
Buds on Film.
We're buds. Yeah. We're buds. We watch movies. We're buds.
Find a drifter, cut him open, and suck on his guts.
Ham.
Suck on his guts. It's time to watch some movies and drink some buds. And then drink some buds. Killing God is the only option. All right, hell yeah, dude. Buds on Film, and Ed just so happened to be seeing this. I've been talking about this for a while now. I've been fascinated by the making of both the two sequels, this decades-long thing. I can't wait for like the
documentary.
There's four, right? I can't wait for the documentary to come out about the madness. I mean, I feel like it's another like Heart of Darkness or something. Like they've just been in the jungle making Avatar 2 and 3 and whatever.
I don't think they've been in the jungle.
Years.
Hey, thank you for the
$1.69. To bring it to $69.69. Thank you so much.
Very nice.
So yeah, that's right. We're covering today. We are covering the film Avatar because I have talked about this for a while. I have never seen Avatar.
Never seen it either.
Never in my life have I seen it.
Yeah.
And they've been in green screen hell. I feel like it's been horrible because he's James Cameron, right?
James Cameron.
He's classically like, isn't he like a nightmare to work for?
But at the same time,
thank you for the sub.
But at the same time, he's created some of the greatest movies of all time.
Sure. What are your favorites? Let's talk about
he hasn't really directed that many, so
that's
you
the
can
thing.
you
he's
can
been
list
working
them
on
off.
Avatar this whole time, which part of me is like, I wish he would be able to make more movies instead of just focusing on the Avatar-averse.
That's all he wants to do for the rest of his career.
Insane to me. But
so it started with Piranha 2.
Yeah.
Classic.
And
then it went to Terminator, and then The Abyss and Terminator 2.
Abyss puts me in it's one of those movies.
I love Abyss.
Abyss puts me in a weird mood.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's one of those movies that just puts me in a weird mood. We were just talking about Twilight Zone, the movie. We just did our Twilight Zone episode.
Kiss some water.
Yeah, I'd make out with a water. I should probably do that more often, actually. But but anyways, the Twilight Zone movie is one of those movies that just puts you in a fucking funky mood.
I love it.
I love it too, but it just does.
It doesn't mess with me.
It messes with me.
Because you watch those people die?
Those people died. But that's not why. I mean, learning that later makes sense. I'm like, oh, yeah, the movie's cursed. That's why maybe,
Yeah.
But regardless, going back to you had, Titanic.
True Lies. Great film.
That one. That's probably my favorite.
Yeah, I love that. Then he did Avatar. And I think that's it. Correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah, and Aliens.
Which,
Alien 2.
Alien the classic, the alien was on the whiteboard for his pitch.
Our food's here.
Food's here, fantastic.
All right. Hello, sir, you here? All right, my delivery person's trying to come. Hold down the fort. Tell him what you think.
Yeah, go for it.
Recap me.
Go for it. So yeah, he did True Lies, which I forget about, which is probably might be my favorite of his movies. Titanic, I need to go back and watch. I made a decision as a, grunge era kid to like shit on, Titanic or whatever. And also like, I have a very distinct memory of being in the movie theater for Titanic and like forcing myself to not cry because I was a boy man, and boy men don't cry in movies. But now I think I need to go back and rewatch it, especially after watching Avatar, which I did enjoy more than I thought I would, is what I would say. I was really ready to like really not like it at all, and going in, I wonder if I would have still enjoyed it as much, or like if I would have enjoyed it more, or even fully picked up on like the whole it's just Pocahontas thing. But like, of course, knowing that going in alters. I mean, the years of history of this franchise, of this one fucking movie, has kind of altered however I could feel about it watching it in the year 2022. It's also Fern Gully. It's a bunch of stuff, right? But rewatching it, I definitely think it is paced very well, especially for a 2 hour and 40-minute movie, which when I saw that, I was upset a little bit. But of course, it's that long, right? But it was paced quite well, kept me engaged. I mean, the one thing I want to save for when Ed gets back with the food, but there was one element of it where I'm just like, how many times? This is kind of like also, you have to take into account, when did Avatar even come out? I mean, years and years of movies and Marvel movies and all sorts of that stuff. But do you think it's worth 2 more movies? I mean, I'm really interested.
4 more movies.
I'm interested to see where they'll take it from this point, because they can't just keep telling Pocahontas over and over again. They got to switch it up. My one thing, Ed, though, I will say.
Did you know that?
What?
Avatar?
I knew it was at least 2 more. I didn't,
4 more.
4 more.
4 more, and that's all he's going to do for the rest of his career.
Yeah, that's insane to me. I don't understand that exactly. But maybe he'll tell smaller, like, offshoot story. Like, I don't even know.
I think there's going to be less humans in it in the future.
Okay.
And they're going to do.
Go with that.
I don't think there's anyone is also in Avatar 2 that was in Avatar 1. So I think they're starting like a whole new like universe, but it still takes place on Pandora. But also, what did you give them? Did you tell them you like it? You not like it? Or you just
I thought it was all right, and I liked it more than I thought I would, because I definitely was in the camp of when it first came out. I was like, man, fuck this shit. Like, I'm not even going into it though. I was just like, what even is about this that draws me in? You know?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I just don't know if the IP alone, like what it is, kind of an offset. I mean, a big draw for it too was seeing it on a huge screen with 3D. Did you watch it in 3D? No, so my first question for you is, you did not watch it in 3D.
No.
You
went to the theater?
No, that's what I'm saying. I hadn't seen it till yesterday.
Oh,
for the first time I saw it yesterday.
Yeah.
And I could see how the 3D looked cool. What was how much better or whatever was the experience for anyone who saw it in 3D? Uranium, Anxious Spider-Man. You saw it at home when 3D TVs first came out? That's amazing. That would be the first movie you would probably watch.
If I had like 3D TVs, I never got one of those because I always seemed like fake tits for my TV, you know? Like,
and they were, I mean, not even, they're fake tits that fall off after like 2 viewings. You know what I mean?
So, but yeah, no, it was fine. I wasn't actually too much of a fan. I hated on it forever without seeing it, which is something I try not to do.
Same that I did. And that's what I was kind of trying to get to, was I was just like, from the beginning, I was like, whatever with this shit. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't need, I don't even know why I'd want to see this kind of thing, especially if I didn't see it in 3D. I watched it in 3D on my phone with Google Cardboard or whatever it was called.
That sounds like the worst way you could possibly watch it.
You're an insane person.
For 2 hours and 40 minutes, you sat there with a piece of cardboard on your
face, bro.
What's wrong with you?
What's wrong with you, dude? It was fucked. Government Junior, it was fucked.
Yeah, I remember when it came out, everyone was losing their goddamn mind about it. And I'm like, I was a Hurt Locker boy.
You what? You were
came
a
out
Hurt Locker guy?
It came out the same year. And it was like they were butting heads because Catherine Bigelow was married to James Cameron, and everyone was going crazy about Avatar, but everyone's like,
Hurt Locker ruled, bro, but Hurt Locker does rule, bro.
Hurt Locker rock and roll.
Yeah, Bush and Kush 420. First of all, fucking smoke weed every day. Second of all, thank you for the 2 gifted subs. Greatly appreciate it.
Very cool, very cool.
Hurt Locker was good, Eddie, says Lucas. We're in agreement with you, Lucas. We fucking with you on that one.
Yeah, but yeah, no, the Avatar, it does stink as a film, because there's not much story going on. I do love Zoe Saldana, but like you don't even know it's her.
No, yeah. That's and there's something about, it kind of reminds me of what's the John Travolta L. Ron Hubbard movie?
Battlefield
Earth. You know how they're like a little bit bigger than the humans?
Yeah.
They're a little bit bigger
I never
than
watched
the
it.
humans,
I refused to.
And there's this awkwardness about that. And, part of it, one of my first notes was, I wish they didn't go with like a humanoid alien. Yeah. I wish that it was like a giant squid monster or like something crazy looking that didn't look like just a big person with blue skin and like a flat nose.
Yeah, no, it was weird. It was weird.
And so for that, I definitely think I would have just thought that would have been a ballsier, more interesting choice for sure.
I had a bouncer at the Village Poorhouse who he was half Jamaican, half white, and he looked like an avatar. And he was like 6'8", Goldwyn. He used to pick up Ben Kissel and like
wow.
literally like put.
Oh, I remember that guy.
Yeah, he was.
That guy was crazy.
Yeah, he would be taller than me when he was sitting on a chair and shit. Like that fucking dude was so big.
That guy was huge, bro.
Yeah, I made him and Ben Kissel do a hard-boiled egg eating contest.
Yes.
Yeah.
And did he win?
No, I think Kissel won.
Kissel always won. How dare I even ask?
Oh, it was great. I had all these like beautiful waitresses bring out like 100 eggs.
Yeah.
It was
not so easily horny. So let's talk about the horniness factor of Avatar. Somebody else mentioned how Avatar's kind of horny.
But they didn't even show them banging.
No, none of that. Well, they couldn't, obviously, for what it is.
It's a PG-13. It's a cartoon. Let them bang. I mean, you can see dogs bang. It's the same thing to me. You know, they're aliens. You know, who's to say, like, they can't show it?
Yeah, I know. And it's unfortunate. It would have been cooler. Maybe he'll get more X-rated with the blue people fucking. But it still was they had their tails clasping. There was also just a lot, even with the tendrils, when they would like connect with
gross
animals and things. It was both gross and slightly horny.
Yeah.
A little bit.
I don't know why it was such a big deal that he got on a bigger dragon. That was, or Banshee, or as they call them. Like, I don't know why that matters.
This kind of got
Bloom.
I wrote some notes down. Bloom, when he calls them blue monkeys, I was like, whoa!
Yeah.
The racism
well, he's a bad
thing.
guy.
Of course, I know, but it was like, wow, all right, we're just really going all the way right there.
Were the people computer generated as well? It seemed like it.
Almost. You would what, like when he's in the big mech or whatever, maybe?
No, like the humans. The humans looked like they were
I mean, that speaks towards my big note for the movie, right? I think the biggest thing this movie suffers from that I can't believe James Cameron wouldn't take a note from his own book on this. The protagonist was way too fucking generic. Mm-hmm. You need a Leo. You need an Arnold. You need someone that's going to be like the face of this franchise, you know? And I think he almost purposely made the guy was like a fucking Avatar. Like the guy the guy they chose was like the first guy you'd see in the character creator in a video game, and then you like go from there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He was so generic.
What else has that guy even been in?
I don't know.
Everyone should have popped off after the biggest movie of all time. And like, we still don't know him.
It reminded me of my issue with that first big Godzilla remake.
Oh yeah. I liked the first one.
Well, I liked it okay, but at first you thought it was going to be Breaking Bad. It was going to be Bryan Cranston. You're like, oh, this is great, Bryan Cranston, like heading up. Then he gets taken out like immediately. Viva El Animal, thank you so much. He gets taken out immediately, and all of a sudden you're stuck with these incredibly generic like lover team, right? I mean, do you even remember those people, right? You don't remember those people from that movie.
I mean, it was fine. I mean, yeah, no, you're right.
But still, like if Bryan Cranston was like the face of that franchise, I think it would have gotten further.
Maybe,
right?
Yeah.
And I think Avatar, and again, let's talk about James Cameron movies. True Lies, fucking awesome. Arnold Schwarzenegger and Jamie Lee Curtis and Tom Arnold.
Yeah.
Major personalities here. You've got a Terminator.
Bill Paxton too, by the way.
Well, I mean why are we fucking talking about True Lies right now, dude? That's a movie that smokes weed, dude.
It's really fucking good.
I love that, dude. I used to fucking...
Game over, man. Well, that's
Is my nanny still here?
Yeah, I believe so. How'd you know she's not?
Okay, good. I used to fucking beat my dick off to that striptease scene.
So you'd say that in front of your wife and not your
man? Well, she's fine. She knows about it. I used to go to town on I had it taped on a VHS.
On Jamie Lee Curtis, that? She didn't even get naked.
Well, back in the day, I was a softcore boy. I transitioned to actual porn like at some point in my 20s in Brooklyn.
Oh my God! They say Zac Efron's the new Avatar guy. Ugh.
I mean, he's at least okay. He is at least more of a like thing.
Yeah. He's
still a bit too milquetoast. I agree. You know, but like he's still more of a household namey kind of thing. Jaw Boy is that? Oh, dude. So he slipped on a pair of socks running in his house. Zac Efron did. Tripped and landed. This is how rich he is. Landed on a fountain. It was in his home. Woke up, his jaw was hanging off his face.
Oh my God.
So everyone was like, there were all these rumors that he got plastic surgery, but actually he had to get full, like reconstructive
yeah, he
surgery.
did get it. They're asking if Natalie Portman was the daughter, and that was Elijah Dushku. Elijah Dushku was the daughter in True Lies.
Yeah.
I remember that one. She's so beautiful.
So beautiful. Also, Chef's Joy, don't forget Eddie Holden was trying to masturbate to the Spice Girls when Princess Di died. Then I was really upset about it because they interrupted. So I was really excited to jerk off to that.
The Spice Girls were around the same time as Princess Di?
Yeah, they were on SNL.
Oh.
And I was all excited because I was like, oh, perfect. I love this episode because I could jerk off, you know what I mean, to the live television event. And then it got interrupted for Princess Di. In fact, OJ did the same thing to me. The OJ chase interrupted some beat-off thing I was going to do. So I really hope my nanny's not still here. But regardless.
I remember when the OJ thing went down, I was in Vegas with my father, and he just lost a lot of money on the Knicks. Because that's when Reggie Miller, he thought he was going to make a bunch, but then Reggie Miller had this insane ending of the game where he scored like 8 points in 4 seconds or something.
That must have been fun to watch.
And then all of a sudden, OJ was on the loose, and we were just joking. We're all rooting for him before we knew how bad it was.
Yeah, that's so. Well, I mean, come on, you know what I mean? That's okay. But anyways, going back to Avatar, I think that was my first big thing. I was just like, there's no like the protagonist needs to be, and Cameron should know that.
Yeah. Cameron
should fucking know that.
It was all about the special effects. And
it's also hard because you're turning that big personality immediately into like a blue, creature.
I will say this. Here's a positive. I like to stay positive. Mm-hmm. Avatar 2009 still looks better than most blockbusters.
Okay.
That come out today, I'd say.
Not bad. Yeah. I definitely and I want to go back to I was far more entertained by it than I thought it would be.
Yeah, me too.
It had really good pacing. It kept it going. I thought the like training montage was good. You know, like any almost 3-hour movie these days, if I watch it at home, I watched it in segments. So, you know what I mean? Breaking it up throughout a afternoon and evening also didn't hurt.
I watched it with Adam, and we took breaks every hour and smoked some weed and came back.
There you go. Red Age Prop hot take: Avatar looks better than most Marvel movies.
Yeah.
It had good pacing, and it had and it for a story as old as fucking time.
Yeah.
It didn't feel like holy shit, they're just rehashing this shit.
Yeah. Also, I will say for a 2-hour and 40-minute movie, it starts off like it gets you in it immediately,
which I really appreciate because it respects the viewer's ability to like process information too, right? Yeah. Like I'm totally fine. You don't need to beat me over the head with what XYZ does. Sigourney killing it. Mm-hmm. Sigourney's
always
great.
I mean,
always great.
He kept diving into his people. Sigourney. He used her in Aliens, and then he, and stuff like that. Cameron loves going back to his people.
I genuinely feel if he had, I don't know who it is. I would have to look up that year and like see who was up and coming at that time. I really think if the protagonist was more of a like up and coming, soon to be huge person, the movie would be like way more of a classic.
Like what's his name? Ryan, the one
Reynolds.
He talks like
Ryan.
No, he's really, really pretty. He was in the La La Land movie.
Oh yeah, Ryan Gosling.
Yeah.
He talks like that. He doesn't talk like that. Crazy Stupid Love. Now there's a film, but honestly,
would you like to go for a drive?
Drive with me. You sound like a guy I used to make fun of on 90 Day Fiance named Gino. He's like, hey, I'm Gino. Hey. Oh, come on. It's me, Gino. He was like a man boy. It was so funny. Brian Wrigley Hand says Slutty Change. This is dangerously close to Staff Sergeant Salted Nuts. Says, look, I guess it's one of the many characters we've come up with in our time. Well, anyways, what else to say about Avatar? And the only other thing, it's really not Avatar as much as a comment on movies in general. And really more the fault of like Marvel films and Star Wars films that we've been inundated with. But while I was watching, I was just like, how many times do I have to see this chase sequence? How many times do I have to see this battle sequence?
Yeah,
I'm just kind of in general over the kind of modern action tropes, but it's not really Avatar's fault because I don't know where we were at back then. I'm talking about as a person who's been consuming Marvel films and Star Wars films for the past God knows how many fucking years.
Also, towards the end, when they just started offing people, like it was like the last season of Sons of Anarchy, where it was like so like
they're just
whatever, they're gone now.
I don't even know how to feel about keeping characters alive or killing characters. You know what I mean? Like I
just do it in a cool way. You know, it was like so blasé. I'm like, did they just die?
Yeah.
And then no one even talks about it. No one's even like, oh man, sucks she died. You know?
How do you even handle it anymore? I feel like Game of Thrones threw everybody off like balance when it comes to deaths in a movie. I mean, especially in a TV show where you feel like sometimes it just becomes obligatory. Like we have to kill someone to like create. I will say Lexi was crying though during the part where they, did the whole. I mean,
Julie couldn't handle all the, basically them chasing them out of the rainforest.
Yes, that part. That's where Lexi was crying.
But I'd rather watch Medicine Man for that shit. That movie fucking rocks.
I don't know if I've seen Medicine Man.
Medicine Man rocks. So I would say the only reason I wanted to watch Avatar, I probably would have never watched it my entire life, but I'm going to Animal Kingdom on my honeymoon.
Nice.
So I wanted to see Avatar before I went through the Avatar
because they
land.
rethemed it, or like have they
built the Pandora land.
Cool.
And so it's so I wanted to see Avatar before I went through the land.
Well, and for me, Jake and I have been it's almost an inside joke. We talk about Avatar a lot, so I was excited to be able to just talk about it also on like something we're gonna do at some point.
Yeah.
And finally like actually talk about the movie, because I've talked about the weird mystique around the fact that I've never seen it so much. And then just like, I'm fascinated more so by the making of. Like, I have a feeling it's a shit show out there in that jungle right now and for the past several years.
Are they in the jungle?
I think they're in a jungle.
They're not in like a movie studio?
No,
why do they need a jungle?
I think he's like, he's gone full tribal. Like, he's wearing, face... You know what I mean? He's got, he's out of his mind.
Well, the new one's all about water, and you know how much he loves water.
Oh my God, it's about water?
Yeah, and it's
Jesus
just like...
Christ.
Do you know, that's one of my favorite James Cameron. Him and Bill Paxton were in a little submarine searching the Titanic when 9/11 happened.
Oh my God.
That's like the ultimate, where were you on 9/11 story? It's like, on the Titanic.
That's so funny. Well, Medicine Man is a must-see. What's the deal with Medicine Man?
Medicine Man, that's Sean Connery and Lauren Bracco, and they're trying to find the cure for cancer in the rainforest.
Oh,
but all these fuckers are mowing it down.
Yeah,
and then they find it, and they're like, yo, what do we gotta do? And then, people just keep mowing it down. But luckily, at the very end, they figure out what it was.
I'm more of a Congo guy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Speaking of Eddie's honeymoon, consider donating. We'll go towards the honeymoon. Holden's baby Winnie. Thank you so much.
Sesame cake.
There you go. Was that from
Congo?
Oh, Congo,
yeah. Delroy Lindo. Who's English? Did you know Delroy Lindo is English?
No. It's like, who else is British? Andrew Garfield. It's weird that he's British.
Of course he's British. Look at his face.
Oh my God, I've been watching Love Island UK lately. It's a whole...
God. I can't do this. I can't do the reality.
I have it on screen too while I'm playing video games, and it's just these hot idiots just like trying to fuck each other. There's something so soothing and pure about it. There's no gimmicks. It's just a bunch of hot people on an island trying to shack up, trying to snog, get a snog, a little bit of a snog in.
A bit of a snog.
Bit of a snog. And it's a bit of a slot. I'm just like, I just live in it. It's just a place I can go live. It's like being in a video game.
That's nice.
I don't like any of the people. I don't care. But it's just so, I just think I want to just be there. Like, no kids, no... job. They're just on an island, just wearing almost nothing, trying to fuck. That's all they're doing. And it's so simple. It's just such a simple... I mean, can you name, all right, the summer between high school and college, the summer after sophomore year of college before junior year of college, when we did Here Comes the Goo, right?
Well, what are you talking about here?
I'm talking about those times in your life where you literally had just nothing going on.
Oh my God, yeah.
Right?
My first summer after my first year of college.
Dude.
It was nothing.
Just no job. You literally are just existing.
Yeah.
And you're having a great, it's not depressing. You're because there's no,
sort of
anytime after
masturbation schedule.
Oh my God. Just upsettingly rigorous. And just, and just having that situation, but you're not depressed because once you get out of college, then it's like, if you're not doing something, you're failing or whatever a little bit. You know what I mean? But there was that time where you're like, no, I'm going to college. I'm college, especially in between senior year of high school and freshman year of college, because you're just I'm already set in.
That was an awful summer for me.
Really?
Yeah, I was up in Worcester, Massachusetts, working in a fucking factory making store fixtures. It was god awful. It was all by myself. It was a nightmare place. I was working in Worcester, but I was actually living in a town called Holden.
Of course.
Yeah.
That's why it was horrible.
I should have took that as a sign.
That's so funny. I'll never befriend or work in a town named Holden ever again.
Yeah, I call J Meredith 91. I call Tallahassee college because it's where I learned life. I actually went to college for like 2 years, and then after 9/11, I just wrote on the paper and didn't go to any.
Right.
Didn't have any other classes.
It was a devastating event.
Yeah, but I didn't. I used it as an excuse. But yeah, no, I just I only wrote on the paper. I didn't go to any classes, and so that was fun. That was a Tallahassee Community College.
Oh, I
40
live in
minutes.
Springfield, Mass. 40 minutes west of Worcester.
Worcestershire.
All right. Well, I think that's it for Buds on Film. I give it 1 thumb up, what's our rating system?
Out of 10
Buds.
Budweisers.
Out of 10 Buds, I give it a 6.
You give it 6 Budweisers out of 10?
I didn't dislike it. I'm still I wasn't blown, but it didn't blow me away. I enjoyed it just enough to definitely watch now the sequels and everything. And
I give it 4. I'll
wow.
still watch the sequels, but it sucked.
I thought it was me. Now I want to change mine. I thought you were trying to be. You're like, oh, I'm big.
I'm trying to be positive, but in reality, it was fucking awful movie.
What? Where was that? I would have loved to talk shit about the movie with you. Where was that energy? I would have enjoyed that.
There's nothing good about it. It really isn't.
I wanted to talk shit about. Next time, if you don't like it, you have to talk shit about with me.
I don't like talking shit
that
that much.
Fun.
Yeah, but it's awful. No one should see it.
This is actually, you bring up a good point. I have this mantra in my head, or I have this little saying I say to myself every time someone puts something out.
They work so hard on that movie.
Yes, they work so hard on that movie. Well, then I want to revise mine. I changed it to 5.
Yeah, you changed it to 5?
Yeah, I changed it to 5.
All right, I'm changing mine to 3.
Wow!
No, I'm keeping it 4.
All right, give it a 4.
They worked really hard. It was
good enough. It wasn't horrible.
How about shout out to Zoe Saldana? 2 highest grossing movies of all time. She's in both of them.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah.
That's
so
cool.
Don't sleep on her. All right. You want to keep?
Let's keep it going.
What's the next thing going?
You want to do Vinyl Corner?
Sure.
All right, Vinyl Corner. We got some records to show off.
Get rid of that Avatar thing.
Oh yeah. Good God.
There we go. Okay.
Good Lord.
All right.
Lexi's using our Spotify account. I need to get the family thing going. But either way, I can just play it via YouTube as well.
Okay.
Who wants to start? I kind of have a 2-in-1 with mine.
So why don't I go first? Then you can do your 2, and then I'll finish it off.
Near Mint Vinyl Collective, by the way, yes, and I will be showing off my King Khan vinyls in just a second.
Yes.
Near Mint Vinyl Collective says, Holden, weren't you at the King Khan Barbecue show on Saturday? And yes, I was, and it was fucking awesome. We'll talk about it in just a second. But go on, Ed.
Well, it's Halloween season, and I would have brought some different ones, but I was coming straight from Jeff's house, and I had a couple records up there.
One of them is a fully wrapped vinyl that he gave him as a gift.
Yeah, so I got this. This was a gift to me that I hadn't taken home yet, and it's the chilling, thrilling sounds of haunted houses. With it's a Disney World. It's a Disney's record, and basically it's just spooky noises, and it's Halloween.
Yes,
and I haven't actually listened to it yet, so I'm excited to see what's on here.
All right, well, here we go.
Maybe
Let's just start it off.
It's not a Haunted Mansion record. It's just sounds. The first track is called Night Creatures. But what do we listen to here? Holden?
This is Night Creatures right here.
This is Night Creatures.
Awesome, man. Thanks for bringing this in.
Spooky.
Speaky?
Oh, did you hear Spookers is hiring?
No, I did not know.
Someone put up they put out a thing on the Facebook page.
Awesome.
Nothing scarier than a town with a dog and an owl.
I love haunted house records. That's one of my favorite. I want to make one. I'd love to make our own haunted house sounds record.
She's coming in my ass.
Yeah, exactly. It'd be a bunch of just be like, I need $20. I need $20. You know what I mean? It'll be like, it should be like spooky sounds of like Brooklyn. You know what I mean?
Heroin. Heroin. Does anyone need any heroin?
Yeah, I hit her. I liked it. Yeah, I liked hitting her.
Oh, I just got the new Blu-ray of Avatar. Maybe you want to come by and
go watch it. I'm not gonna force sex on you. I promise.
Lucas Benedict, that rat has a cigarette.
His Duker's hiring.
Oh man, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Good lord. Now it really kicked into high gear here.
This is spooky.
So that's 9. All right. Let's skip forward a little bit here. Oh, okay. Now we're talking.
I think this is the dungeon. Here's the track.
That's an excellent crying woman.
Yeah, they might have gotten a real woman for that.
I'm sure they got a real woman for that.
Yeah.
A real tortured woman, too. A real slave woman.
Yeah, she was working at the churro stand. And she couldn't make rent. And so she was just crying.
Now the wolves are harmonizing.
Yes. So I'll be listening to this all month.
Yeah.
Driving Julie crazy.
I forgot that's that thing about you, where you only listen to one record every month. You choose a record.
Yeah.
And you only listen to it, and this will be your choice for this one.
Oh, this is your horror right here. It's a baby cry.
Oh my god.
I just throw a baby crying.
Why did they put a baby crying in there? Yeah, oh, this is Holden's home. Yeah, this is my house.
Ooh. Ooh.
Yeah, blast the soundtrack in the car with the windows down for sure. Here we go. Let's jump ahead a little bit. We've got a chime.
This is probably
Encounters
in the Fog, I imagine.
Graves.
We skipped the witches, but that's okay.
Okay.
By the way, Hocus Pocus 2, you don't need to watch it.
Yeah, I was gonna host a watch along on here, but I was getting some early feedback on it. I was like, maybe not, I guess.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll do a different watch along on this stream.
How about Hocus Pocus, the original?
I can't watch it again. I've already seen it twice because I did a Wisdom Bruiser on it. I cannot watch it a third time and act like I'm enjoying it.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? Like
Fair
I like it. I will say the only issue I had, which I was hopeful for the sequel, is my only thing looking at it is just like needs more jokes.
That was my problem with the
actors the actors are killing it. They're all killing it. Everyone's great in it. Obviously Sarah Jessica Parker and Kathy Najimy, and they're all selling their characters so well, but they got nothing. There were like 4 jokes in the whole fucking movie.
There's an old saying my football coach used to say, and that you can't make chicken salad out of chicken shit.
Right.
And these ladies tried, and there was really nothing they could do with that. And Tony Hale was funny, he was as good as he could be, and it's a children's movie. At the same time, I don't know what we were expecting. It's a Halloween children's movie.
My Sunday school teacher also used to say a similar saying, which was, you can't make cum out of piss.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, Kyle Cop.
Hey, Kyle, thank you. All cops are bastards. Thank you so much, Kyle, for these subs.
Oh, this one's called The Grave Robbers. So
nice.
This is pretty cool.
This is pretty sweet. So, this is pretty sick.
And if you went and you robbed Walt Disney's grave, you would find nothing. A headless man.
Thank you so much, Kyle. You should put this on for a lovemaking session. Just see what happens.
Oh, I mean, it'd probably, go well.
Yeah.
If you're scared, you last longer, that type of thing.
Yeah. So funny.
What's going on, Demon Whiskey Nick? Good to see ya.
All right, how much?
I mean, we could do another one here. Let's see, this is probably Ghosts and Phantoms, maybe?
Maybe Ghosts and Phantoms. Frightening Devices.
Ooh, that one's gotta be fun.
Oh, no, this is probably The Elements.
Yeah, this is Thunder and Storm and stuff like that. Oh, the good old days. Hey, thanks for the like on the Creedence shirt. I'm doing what I can over here to stay cool and relevant. Creedence is kind of like Bob Marley, everyone likes them.
Right. I haven't even listened. Bob Marley's so popular, I haven't even listened to Bob Marley in forever, I feel like.
I went back and listened to some recently, not like Legend, but like his albums, and they're fucking great. It's so good.
Of course they're good. Alright, listen. Oh, this is Ed taking a shit. I see that one on the What's that? Is that some horrible beast? No, Ed came over for some beers again. Now he's taking a shit. Nearman Vinyl Collective, thank you so much for the sub, dude. Greatly appreciate you. All right. Shall I do my King Khan?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Let me put on some King Khan and we'll talk about him. I love this group and they are so funny and they were so good live. Who was asking about that vinyl collective? Were you at the show, or you just remember me talking about it? Here, I'll just put
90.3 KXP, and we're live.
Dude, it's so... I love these guys so much.
They're in my top 20 bands of all time, by the way.
So I have 2 King Khans. What's funny is I didn't even know this, but Ed has one of the other ones. You
I
were
have
there too?
That's awesome.
Nasty Norm, dude. I wish we could have linked up, dude. Yeah, I was totally there. I stayed until they were done too, and they went late.
Of course.
Wrecked me for the next day, because we were getting fucking hammered. Travis. I went with Travis, if you're familiar with Abe Lincoln's Top Hat, or
How America Killed My Mother.
Killed My Mother movie. He directed with for Ed, and he's such a fun dude to party with. We had such a good time, and he went with me, and he'd never even heard them before. He was drinking vodka and Red Bulls all night because he had a crazy night the night before. He got Kissel drunk the night before.
He got Kissel drunk?
Exactly.
That never happens.
He was ripped.
Oh
I wanted to say hi, but I wasn't sure if it was you guys. I recognized Travis. Also, you could have said hi.
Come on!
We would have had drinks. So anyways, yeah, this is my first one. This is the self-titled, I believe. And it's really cool because it's got a board game in it as well, which is dope.
What's the track? Wreck Me or something like that? Or,
I don't even know where the track was.
I think you just went by.
Was it on there?
Is it in there?
That's like... No, that's like the board game instructions.
Oh, so weird.
Yeah, it's really... Oh, okay, here's the tracks right here.
The one I used to always play, because I used to do the Murderfist soundtracks, and I would always play Mind, Body, and Soul.
Oh, cool.
And that song is so much fun. We'll check that out in a second. But
they're so good, and I didn't even realize the drummer is also playing guitar.
Yeah, there's just the two of them.
It's just the two of them, and the drummer's so weird, and he wears this like blonde wig, and they both wear this kind of like BDSM kind of get up, at least currently.
When I saw him live, both times they were. How about you?
Yeah. Well.
So Barbecue Show was just wearing like a thong when I saw it. He's in like a full outfit.
The guy I thought the guy standing was King Khan.
No, I thought so too.
Was King Khan?
Yeah.
Okay, so I always thought that was King Khan. So the guy standing is Barbecue Show. First of all, King Khan, my brother's band, played with him years ago in Ottawa, Canada. That's awesome, Steph. King Khan and Barbecue Show are 2 of my favorite of all time. King Khan and the Shrines. I haven't seen
King Khan and the Shrines good,
great.
but Barbecue Show's better.
I love it, man. I just love their vibe. It's like doo-woppy surf music, but then they get all weird with it, and they're so fun, and they're just silly. And well, tell your story of when you saw them last.
I've seen them twice, both in LA. I put up 3 fingers. But I saw them twice in LA. First time I saw them, they were down in like no man's land, LA, like somewhere I've never been before or since. And it was the hottest concert I've ever been to, like physically hot, like shit dripping off the walls. The there was 2 rooms. It was Major Lazer in one room, and then King Khan, the Barbecue Show in another. And I actually stood by the exit and kept the door open because it was so fucking hot, and I was just standing in there. And everyone I came with eventually dropped out, and I was there by just me and Julie by the end of it. And and then after that show, and they rocked. It was so loud. I was the oldest person there, and this is like 10 years ago. And then afterwards there was a Black Lips DJ set. And then they did like 2 songs together. And they're the Almighty Defenders together. King Khan, the Barbecue Show, the Black Lips. They're Almighty Defenders. And that was fucking awesome.
That's awesome.
And then I saw them again with
She's a man. Thank you so much for the raid, Cammy.
Hell yeah.
Go on.
And so I went and saw King Khan right before the pandemic, King Khan on the Barbecue Show, and it was fucking nightmare. I couldn't believe it. They got so drunk. Could barely perform. They were like arguing on stage and shit.
Well, that's my favorite, the joint. Tell
the story. And then someone hands one guy a joint, and then Sultan's is like, "Yeah, you don't smoke that joint. You know what happens when you smoke joints?" He's like, "I'll be fine, man. I'll be fine." They're like doing this in front of everybody. And he's like, "I'll be fine, man. I'll be fine." And then he takes a hit of the joint, and then oh, I saw Ed at that show. Awesome. I love that. Yeah, and Barbecue. Yeah, he's like, and then he starts like playing all bad. And he's like, "You're out of tune, man. You're not doing it right." And eventually he just walked off stage. He's like, "Fuck it, you all can have them," and like told that to the audience. And then he's like, and then he's just hammered. and then he's like swinging out of a bottle, and he plays one more song about his dead friend, and it was really slow and sad and awful. And he's like, all right, thank you, everybody. And I really thought that I saw them break up on stage.
She said, man, baby, thank you so much, Carly, for this raid. Greatly appreciate it. Also, Fubu Bird Gun, thank you so much for the sub. Greatly appreciate it. And lastly, what was I gonna say? Yeah, so they come up on stage this time, and they were like, haha, last time we drank way too much mescaline. Or, mezcal. Sorry, last time we were here, we drank way too much mezcal. We're gonna put on a good show for you guys tonight. That was like so funny. And then they fucking super did. They killed it.
That's awesome.
They did such a good job. Here's the other record. I don't even know what this one's called. Invisible Girl. This is probably my favorite.
This is a really good album.
And I'm really excited because I got it's in my dirty laundry.
You got a shirt?
Yep.
Oh, Holden.
Oh, you're gonna love this
You
shirt.
love your merch. Always buy merch when you go to the shows, because that's cash that goes directly to the band.
And you always regret it when you don't. Look how good this fucking shirt is, though, dude.
Oh, that's awesome.
Look at that. Isn't that sick?
That is sick.
It's so good. It doesn't even say, like, King Kong Barbecue. I mean, this is... What's cool about this shirt is it just works even without, like, the knowledge of the band.
Yeah,
So.
and the album I grabbed at that awful show that they did, which I still had a great time. I keep calling it awful, but understand I had a wonderful time. I got Illuminations, which is so good. I love that album. A couple of those songs are a little too hard for me, but on the when Will I Be Tamed off of Bad News Boys is great, and Illuminations is good too.
So this is King Kong Barbecue Show, Invisible Girl. Someone just asked, what did I show just now? This is probably my favorite, and it also does have a song in it called Taste Buds, which they played, which I love. That one's the one that's like, taste buds on my nuts, so I can see it taste inside your butt, like that one.
What's the song that's really popular right now? It's all over TikTok.
Is it the one? Oh, Waddlin', that's on this. Waddlin' around, yeah, that's on this. Yeah, isn't that crazy? I saw
love
that the other day. I was like, what? King Kong Barbecue Show are big on TikTok?
I'm so happy for them. They really needed something because they're so good and
They're
like
so funny.
I feel like they're
so
definitely one of
good.
those bands that rocks every single time you listen and never get the respect they truly deserve.
Right, right.
Can we listen to whatchamacallit, When Will I Be Tamed?
And both of you guys have
This one I love. This is my favorite King Kong.
And is this the record you have?
This is the one I
This
have.
is the newer.
Bad News
this
Boys.
is newer, right? Yeah.
Yeah, like 2015.
Yeah. Man, it's so good though.
I'll be tamed. When will I be tamed? When will I be tamed?
Yes.
When will I be tamed?
Taste Buds definitely made me think of New Mommy and Old Mommy. Just got the tickets posted from the Lil Nas X concert last week. Wait, did you go to the Atlanta show where you had to stop the concert? Have you seen this video?
What?
Lil Nas X, you just hear you hear kind of just like ambient music playing, and there's no one on stage. And it's like in the middle of his set. And then you hear him over the loudspeaker. He's just like, y'all, no joke. This isn't actually part of the show, but I just had to run backstage to take a mean shit. I'm literally in the bathroom right now.
I did hear about this. Oh, he's like on mic?
He's on mic. He's just like, y'all, ain't a part of the show, but I had to run backstage and take a mean shit right now. And then he said after, like, people thought I was joking, but man, I was fucking something about like
dumping hard.
Yeah, he said it was like dumping demons back there, something like that.
So
no, it's
funny.
in DC. So dude, he wins me over so fucking hard, man. He is so funny.
Yeah, I love.
He's great.
I like him a lot. I never, I don't listen to music that much.
Sure, but like what he stands for,
his
alone
existence is crucial.
Great, yeah.
Yeah, no, he's so funny. I love him with all my heart. Make sure, go to the next time King Kong the Barbecue Show are coming. They're on tour right now, obviously.
Yeah.
So go see them. But you gotta listen to the Almighty Defenders.
Yeah,
'Cause
yeah.
It is just a beautiful, beautiful, hard album, and you'll love it every time.
All My Defenders is theirs.
It's them and the Black Lips mixed together.
And they
put
did
out
not
one
know
album.
that, dude. I gotta listen. You gotta
I used to
remind
play
me
it at
that.
Murderfist shows all the time.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah, dude.
Also, near Mint Vinyl Club says, check out the Ding Dongs. That's Mark Sultan and Bloodshot Bill.
Oh, cool.
Check that
And they
out.
were asking if Major Lazer played Jessica. No, I don't know. I watched the King Kong the Barbecue Show. I didn't see Major Lazer. I bought tickets for Major Lazer, and I was so confused. I'm like, am I going to the wrong show? But then it was they were just in the other room.
That's cool that they were on the same show, though.
Yeah.
Which is fun.
Yeah, no, it was just the same. I think it was before either one of them were really popular. And so it was like a $10 ticket. And it just happened to be like what was going on.
All right, do we want to show off your last vinyl? It's an unboxing we have tonight.
Yes, it's an unboxing. I'm taking this. I'm unboxing a record that I bought for Jeff Ross for Christmas, and he never opened it. And it's one of my favorite albums, so I might just keep it. But it's Grateful Dead's first album. It's an amazing album.
What's the album? It's just self-titled?
I think it's just self-titled, yeah. It's self-titled full album. And it's a really good album, especially, and it's a lot of garage rock. It's probably got very bluesy, and it's got a similar attitude.
Oh, and it looks attitude is what?
As, like Yardbirds, that type of thing.
I was gonna say it also clearly, just looking at track lengths, is more akin to like a Working Man's Dead in terms of like it's all pretty short songs.
And then the live albums, like the Dick's Picks and stuff, you don't really find these tracks.
Yeah.
And this is a 180 gram vinyl, so that's always cool.
That's nice.
Oh yeah,
wait, 180 gram vinyl?
Yeah, it's just like the weight.
So what's teach me here. I don't know anything about that.
It's just a thicker, more durable, because
So
sometimes when you got those all the new ones are really done in 180 grams.
Okay.
But like you'll see like some of the old ones, you'll grab it and it's like kind of flimsy. And
yeah.
These don't. These are, and if you have a shitty turntable, it won't turn as fast. Like on a Crosley, like it'll sound slower. But the track I want to listen to, like Good Morning Little Schoolgirl's good, but I want to hear Beating on the Line's good, but the new Minglewood Blues is one of my favorite tracks of the Grateful Dead. Probably my top 5 Grateful Dead songs, and it's on this album.
I like it already.
Another one I used to play at the Murderfist shows all the time.
Dude, I gotta go back and listen to that fucking band, bro, because I love the Black Lips and I love King Kong and Barbecue shows.
You know all of the songs. I used to play it all the time.
Gotcha. Yeah, I need to get it in my veins. Dude, it was so good seeing a concert. So, I've been in baby purgatory for a while now, and recently just had a meltdown over the fact that I haven't seen any concerts lately. A lot of what we've been doing is like drag stuff, which is fine because that's like something Lex and I enjoy together, and we already have tickets to Trixie and Katya in like a couple weeks, which is great.
Nice.
And I'm like, I need fucking live band shit. I need music shit. So King Kong and Barbecue, first of all, just took me right back to those sweaty nights in Brooklyn. I'm so sweaty in Trevor. I don't know why I'm so sweaty. It makes no sense.
I mean, we're sitting next to each other. I'm sweaty too.
I know. I'll turn the AC way down next time we do this.
That's all good, baby. You can sweat. Why are you not so sweaty?
Yeah, we're in a
trap MNT.
We're in a sweaty dive bar right now. That's the way it has to be. I'm so excited, Miss Aurora. But also, I was like, I need to see live concerts. I also got tickets. I don't know I feel like every time I say this out loud, I sound one way, but I'm trying to convince the fucking world that she is actually one of the best pop stars right now and is so underrated. Carly Rae Jepsen. I'm not talking about Call Me Maybe. Call Me Maybe is a great pop song, but I'm talking about the album she came out with after that album. They're so fucking good, and she's so fucking underappreciated, and she puts on an amazing show. She's playing the Greek, and we got tickets.
Yeah, I always thought Call Me Maybe always cracked me up as a song. It's like, it's like so, you want me to call you? That shit always fucking cracks me up. She's a lot of fun. I like her.
Yeah, she's a great live show. The album, exactly, Viva Suzanne. The album Emotion is one of the best track for track pop albums ever made. I have that on vinyl.
Nice.
We'll show that off soon.
Hell yeah, I love that.
Vinyl Corner, we got tons of Vinyl Corner.
I think we should do 3 albums each next time,
sure.
By the way.
Yeah.
I've been getting into my vinyls hard. I've been appreciating the fuck out of it. I try to buy a vinyl every show I go to. My next show I'm going to is going to be in New York. I'm going to go to the Blue Note for the first time, and I'm going to see Tank of the Bangas.
I've been to Blue Note, great club. I do prefer Village Vanguard, and some of the other ones better. But Blue Note's classic, great, and kind of a bucket list. Like, you got to go to the Blue Note.
Yeah, I can't believe I never went the entire time I lived in New York. So I'm so happy I get to finally go.
I saw some It was like a female vocalist. I think I went with like my dad and my brother maybe or something. It was great, man. We sat right up front.
That's awesome.
I love how intimate jazz clubs can be. Like if you get right up on it, you're just like staring right into the hands. You know what I mean?
I feel like a lot of times, though, we've talked about this in the past. People feel like they get licensed to just talk as loud as they want at jazz clubs.
Well, I like how they kick you out at the Vanguard. I mean, they're a little less on top of it at the Blue Note, but yeah, they kick your ass the fuck out.
Even some of those old jazz albums, you'll hear people talking on the album.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
Bill Evans live at the Village Vanguard. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, it's so crazy, but we'll do one more song from this. Morning Dew's great, but that one's long. Go back up.
Sure.
That Good Morning Little Schoolgirl. Beat it on down the line.
Sounds good to me. Hell yeah, I picked up Yoke 1. I picked up the first Sabbath album not too long ago. And that's great. And I need to go back through because I didn't even look at it last time I was there, but Amoeba, we're going to take a trip there soon. Amoeba has crazy metal selection. It's
we were going to go on Wednesday.
I'm still down.
For my birthday.
Yeah.
It's my birthday, so I'm going to bring Holden to a record store so you'll buy me a record.
We'll do lunch or we'll just go at kind of around that time. Maybe,
Trejo's Tacos right down the street.
I love it.
Like that.
Let's do it. I'm fucking super down. I'm super down.
Yeah.
For sure. So, but yeah, I really want to get Electric Wizard and Sleep. I know that's more psychedelic metal, but I love Electric Wizard.
You love Sleep.
Dope Throne or Dope, is it whatever that Electric Wizard? Yeah, well, it's I think it's the same people a little bit too. Sleep and Electric.
Probably.
I think I like Electric Wizard better than Sleep.
I just remember you pitching Sleep to me hard a couple times.
So
I enjoy them, but I'd much rather see them live.
Oh yeah, either see them live or I can't wait to get a record like that and get a really nice pair of headphones.
Yeah.
And do that experience with it, like where it's just like. Dope Smoke. Is it Dope Smoker?
Dope Smoker's good.
Yeah.
Dope Smoker's good. I know them. They're a little more, they got, you can sing along to it almost a little bit. They play actual music.
I'd like to expand my metal. This isn't metal at all, but I will say Wiz and the Bruiser for Spooky Month. Dope Throne. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, okay.
We are doing an episode for Wiz and the Bruiser since it's Spooky Month on the band Ghost.
Oh, so cool! That's awesome.
Yeah, they're so theatrical, and
I just turned all my friends back home to Ghost. And they're loving it. They're having a great time.
Yeah, I think it'll be a really fun episode to do for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Demon Whiskey Nick gets on Wednesday is my birthday. Wednesday's my birthday.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, so don't forget to give Eddie a little shout out on his birthday. It helps the old self-esteem.
Yeah, it makes him less sad.
I used to never tell anyone about my birthday.
Yeah, it used to be super, anti-birthday.
And then I remember one time, it was some of the best advice I ever got, because I remember telling, cousin Jeff, he's, is the mentor and all that, but I remember telling him I don't like talking about my birthday, and he's like, what are you talking about? It's the only day you get free press.
Yeah.
And then I was just like, oh, okay, that makes sense.
I love that spin on it. I mean, it's so true. I mean, for me, I immediately think birthday stream. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's how do we turn this into? And then this year, because for me, my birthday doesn't exist. My birthday is December 28th, right? It's very, very not celebrated. So I think we're trying to maybe do a wine country trip in January to celebrate Lexi and I both of our birthdays. Because it's November 7th for her. She's gonna be in Florida. I'm leaving right before she turns 40 though.
Coming back.
Because I'm coming back, but she's gonna stay in Florida with the baby for a little bit.
Oh, nice. How long is she gonna stick around?
Like a week or so. Something I think 2 weeks.
Oh,
because we'll already be over there for Jackie's wedding.
I'm gonna be out of town when you're home alone. We're not gonna be able to party. Marie's gonna come though and stay at my place and watch the doggies.
I'm fucking party with Marie like a motherfucker.
Yeah,
dude.
Get hammered in my place. I'm gonna leave some extra booze for her.
That'd be great. Yeah, dude, you absolutely, bro.
Yeah, that was my wedding gift from Marie. She's gonna come and stay at our place when we go on our honeymoon and watch our dogs.
Oh, she's gonna be fucking slamming dicks in that.
Well, we have a guest room for that.
I've smelled that guest room.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Before we end Vinyl Corner, I think it's only right that we go to one Almighty Defender song since we talked
Yeah,
about it so much.
let's hear it because you need to.
Kono Light is great. Every song on the album is amazing, but Kono Light's my favorite.
You need to remind me.
You know this song, man.
I'm sure.
Because I literally played him at every Murderfist show. I put at least one Almighty Defender song on there.
Right.
Yeah. And this is clearly King Khan, the barbecue show.
Right. God, they're so good, man. What's the album? It's just self-titled.
It's only one album, yeah.
Yeah, this is so fun to watch live, dude. I was out of my fucking. I was hammered for sure.
Yeah.
But my body was flailing in a way that it hasn't flailed in years.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's
what
so
felt
good
like
for you.
years. I was just having such a goddamn good time at that show. Then we went back. Travis was house sitting for Nick Turner and Lyra.
Oh, nice.
So we went back there, and he poured me a bunch of his Johnny Walker Black. So I don't think he was supposed to do that at all.
I mean, at least it wasn't Johnny Blue.
Yeah, that's true.
Stay out of my Johnny Blue and Marie's over.
I shall see.
Also, don't touch the Bookers. I got this like $1,500 bottle of Bookers
Oh my
that I'm
God.
sitting on. I don't know what to do with it. My buddy gave it to me for my wedding. And I'm just like, I don't know when I'm going to open it. It's like, I don't know, should I sell it? I'm trying to figure out what's going on.
No, Marie from
Reformed Whores.
Reformed Whores. You see her on Money Pit.
All the time.
But Flesh Wife Marie is also awesome as Jake's lady. Yeah, here's the link. We've already met our goal of paying for the beer and the grub, and that also paid for Lex's dinner as well. So thank you so much for that. But there's the link right there if you want to make it crazier. We're having a great time. I'm very happy to be doing this. I'm so excited to get to continue doing this. We'll see if we can fit one in November. Eddie's going to be celebrating his love for
I
a
think
lot
we have
of
a
it.
better chance of fitting one in at the end of October.
Sure, maybe we'll just do that.
Yeah, we should do a spooky one.
Right before. I'd love to do it. We'll do
Yeah.
a spooky themed one.
Are you and
Yeah,
Jackie?
baby, thank you and Trav, man, for the 20 to the boys. Also, how late y'all going tonight? We're going for another 40 minutes.
Yeah. Thank you, Trav.
Thank you so much to Travis.
If you want, I don't know, are you gonna miss a Jackanese with Jack with the Holdies because of Jackie's wedding?
Probably.
So if you're gonna, maybe I'll come.
we'll
and
just do that.
I'll come in and do that.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that'd be great, actually.
Yeah. Well, so we'll
I don't see a world in which we're not going to miss one. I mean, at some point. Oh, my God.
You're definitely missing the day of the wedding.
I'm so excited for Jackie to celebrate her love with Jeff and nail this marriage down. I'm also so excited to be on the other side of this fucking wedding.
Oh my God, it feels so good to be on the other side of all
Doesn't
this
it feel so good?
So I'll let everyone know I decided.
He's getting divorced, ladies and gentlemen. He's already decided to end it now. Yeah.
No, but me and Julie decided to attach our honeymoon to Jackie's wedding. So
go.
right after Jackie's wedding, hang out for a couple days, and then we're gonna go to
That's
Animal
awesome.
Kingdom, check out the Avatar Land, a little Universal Studios, Islands of Adventure,
Love it.
Puerto Rico. Apparently, where we're going is not destroyed, and then New York.
There you go.
How come everywhere I'm going is getting hit by hurricanes? By the way, but that's totally fine.
Well, Ed, I think it's about time for our next segment, which
would you like me to go?
Yeah, do you want to go grab it? Thank you so much, Lampuddle. Thank you for the 10. We were almost $100, guys. Thank you so much.
Do you have an empty over there?
Yeah, I got this one. Oh, Jesus God, what was that all about? All right, this next segment's called Fuck It, Let's Eat. And this segment, that was such a crazy fumble. It was an empty can. It was like I was catching a touchdown pass in the fucking playoffs. Adam in Puerto Rico right now, the east side of the island is fine, says Zalink. I'll repeat that to him when he gets here. But what was I going to say? We've got our segment, Fuck It, Let's Eat. This is the segment where we're going to always probably order food a little before we do the stream. And then at some point in the stream, we'll do Fuck It, Let's Eat. We're going to eat some sandwiches and tell you about them. And by the way, enjoy some brews with us. Crack Moment Production AI. Put it towards the full dynamic range version of Sleep's Holy Mountain if you want. Thank you. Wow. Okay. Now I have to get it. I think it'll be at the Amoeba. Like I said, they have an incredible. They also have a really good punk selection. I didn't even get into it because it was just so much of it. I was like, I can't even process this right now because right now I've been focusing more on pop and hip hop for my vinyl collection. So I've been trying to get. The last time I went to Amoeba, I got Lady Gaga Fame, and I got Mad Villainy, and one other thing. I think I forget what it was though. Is this a one-time stream? No. We're trying to make this. I think it'll be a monthly. Especially once we get out of the holidays, we'll try to nail it down more specifically. But I wanted to mess around with my Monday night slot. We've got cocktails already. Then I was just kind of doing a gaming stream, and now I'm doing a dedicated gaming stream on Thursday. Let me plug my streams while Ed's grabbing the food. Tomorrow night, Tuesday, the Money Pit. That's going to go off same time as this one, 5 p.m. PT, 8 p.m. ET. Then we got a special stream on Wednesday. First of all, we got Cup of Ho. 10 a.m. PT, 1 p.m. ET, Cup of Ho with Lexi and Holden, our new morning, afternoon, daytime talk show. That night, we're doing a special stream. We're doing a online dating profile review stream. Oh, these look big. We got online dating profile review stream with me, MJ, and Jackie, sponsored by Strix. If you want to donate for that, I think it's donate for that. It's not a donation thing. If you want to submit for that, just go to page7.love if you want to submit your dating profile. I think Strix is there. It is. It actually just popped. There you go.
Is that okay?
Yeah, perfect. Or no problem. And so check that out. It's going to be Wednesday, 8 p.m. ET. Okay. High on Fire. Sounds good, Koala. And then Thursday morning, I'm doing Thursday morning gaming stream now from 12 p.m. PT for 3 hours. And, of course, you got Friday Jacket with the Holdies. All right. I feel like let's get some bed music.
There's some bed music.
I just put on this. I'll just put on this whole album. We'll just listen to it.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Oh, wait. Lexi was listening on her iPhone. I keep forgetting that. Lexi! Where is she? Is she out there?
She's out there. You know, I made Winnie cry. It was a good time.
Awesome. Good.
She needed it. Got to keep her on edge.
Yeah, perfect. Wonderful.
But I peeked in the baby room. Very peaceful in there.
It's nice baby room. It's a very nice baby room.
So we got our sandwiches from.
Yeah, we got to talk about this. So we're gonna get into this. Our sandwiches, very important.
Very important stuff over here.
Let's see if I can get the full album. Mm-hmm. All right. Yeah, there it is.
Nice.
All right, so did we get the same sandwich?
I believe we got the same sandwich.
So it's the garlic, this is, what is it? Garlic pesto chicken, I believe is what this is.
From the Stone Oven in Studio City. We've never been there before. They got a weird bread.
Weird bread for sure. So it's good, though.
Yeah.
It's a cheesy bread.
It's a cheesy bread. We're going to see what's going on. It's a garlic chicken. We'll see how we feel about it.
I'm okay with it on the outset. I'd maybe describe it as slightly flimsy, but,
it's fine.
I wouldn't say it's like the Avatar of sandwiches.
Yeah, I'd give it at least $5. Yeah, no, so what's going on with the Try Guys? What is this stuff, Holden? I know you need to know.
Yeah, we're talking about this.
So I don't know anything about the Try Guys, but I'm like everyone else.
It's just a classic example, or it's a classic story of like, if you're gonna be, you know, if you're gonna make your whole brand, like let's say my whole brand's like I'm a dickhead, right? So like, you know, I'd have to like secretly be not a dickhead, but that doesn't even work, right? Yeah. But when your whole brand is I'm Mr. Anti-Gay Pastor, or I'm Mr. in the case of the Try Guys, literally nicknamed the Wife Guy. That's what his nickname is. Okay. Because he's Mr. I Love My Wife, Mr. I Love My Kids, and then he's banging a producer on the show on the side. Publicly all over each other in a New York City nightclub. People filmed it, you know, and so, you know, at the end of the day, because even Jackie, we're probably going to talk about it in page 7 tomorrow, but even she was like, I don't understand why they fired him, you know, at the end of the day, I mean, he cheated on his wife, right? Like, yeah. It is what it is. But I think it's just because when you so fully make your brand this, like, wholesome wife man, you can't just be, you know, read the statement live. What did they, the Try Guys statement? it's you know, it's just like we've decided there's no way to move forward with this guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what's he trying his own thing? No, he's
he's
trying other people's wives.
I think, yeah, exactly. Well, that was the thing. The joke is, right, he was trying cheating on his wife to see, you know, that he was going to do a video on it. Yeah, so, yeah, him cheating just fucks their whole brand up. Like, you know, and that's why it's good to just on the outset be like, I'm a fuckface or whatever. Mm-hmm. You know, because, I mean, I guess I'm very, like, I have a wife and kid that I love forward, so I get it, but... You know, I mean, I don't know. But it's not like my whole brand.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or it's like, I think it's, if that's what you're going to set your, you know, your fucking tune to.
Yeah.
You know, it's so ridiculous. Like, why would you fuck your whole livelihood up fucking a hotel room, bros? Like, what are you doing? That's the dumb fuck part.
I never understood that shit, you know? It's just like, you know, obviously be a good person, but at the same time, you know, you got money. Why are you fucking up? It's like when rich people get DUIs. Mm-hmm. It's just like, come on, what are you doing? Fucking call an Uber.
Yeah, maybe it would have been okay if she wasn't, he's her superior. If it wasn't also tied to, like, workplace stuff.
I mean, it's not, none of it's okay, you know. I don't like people getting fired for sure. Shit, you know.
Or for like,
these guys sound like
technically related to the job, right?
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree.
But at the same time, you know, if you beat someone up in the street and you're a plumber, you know, it's not related to the job, but you should probably lose your job.
Also, salad's pretty good. Oh, you got what'd you get?
I got the pasta salad. It's fine.
Two Whiskey Nick with 666. Love you both. Eddie Rolls, I was on the set of Hocus Pocus Graveyard. Mom did the makeup on Doug Jones. Whizbrew always keeps me inspired to keep writing my weird story. Endless love, you rad fuckers. Hell yeah. Did you probably met Demon Whiskey Nick out in front of the pack?
Oh, I've met Demon Whiskey Nick plenty of times. Good guy. Good guy, Demon Whiskey Nick.
I'm more into materials engineering stuff, but chemical engineering is cool too. What? I don't even know what that's from.
Yeah.
They didn't fire her though. That's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, she's also not a face of the company.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, but she did fuck her employee.
That's true.
Or want to get down to it.
She fucked her employer? I don't know which one it is.
Well, she's a producer, then she's paying him.
I guess. I don't know what this... Somebody said she was a subordinate, though. Can someone clarify that?
Who cares? Fuck these both. Fuck everybody. Oh, man. You know, the whole cancel thing has gotten way out of hand. And I feel like you only...
I feel like it's cooled down a lot.
It's cooled down a lot, you know, but I'm not saying, like... I don't think it's changed. When I say it's gotten out of hand, I think people are saying it's crazier than it is. You know, like, it's not like... people got canceled and fired for dumb shit my whole life. You know, just now it's in the news more. Right. You know, and so it's just like, why are we pretending like this didn't always happen? Or if you fuck up, you're fired.
Yeah.
You know, and that includes fucking people you work with.
Yeah, fucking people you work with.
I never fuck people I work with. And like, some people say it's because I'm ugly. But other, you know, but you know, it's just one of those things.
You bang some comedy ladies.
I mean, that's way different.
Than like banging someone in the group.
Well, yeah, in the Murderfist, or like...
That's what I meant by the group.
Or someone like that I worked with on a TV show. I never hooked up with anyone like in an office setting.
Right.
You know, it was always just like, you know, someone I knew, you know, that I met over time.
Yeah, I didn't fuck anybody.
I never, like, when I worked at Hooters, I never fucked anyone. When I worked at Poorhouse, I mean, surrounded by beautiful women. I never touched any of them.
You know what's awful?
What?
I banged this chick in my acting class in college, or we hooked up. We didn't have sex, but still, whatever. I hooked up with someone in my acting class, and then literally, like, it immediately got cut off, and I was kind of more into it than she was, but so it was already kind of awkward. And she like shut it down, and then the next day we were put into like a sexy scene together, where we had to like be all cute at the park, and I had to wear little bike shorts, and I was definitely struggling with that situation. Ed isn't ugly. It looks like Marlboro made a garden gnome.
It sounds ugly.
It sounds so ugly.
It sounds pretty ugly. It sounds like a garden gnome with lung cancer. But yeah, no. bang anyone you work with. It's never gonna end well. It's just like, it seems like fun. You get like attracted to them because you're around them every day, but it fucking.
It's also just, for me, it's so much more fascinating. Like, what is it about, human psychology, where when you are compelled to make your entire brand one thing, and then secretly you do the other.
Yeah.
And I get how that's sexy, but also so fucking stupid. You know? Like, if you're gonna be Mr. I don't fuck kids, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Don't fuck kids.
Hey, it's me, Holden, Mr. I don't fuck kids.
Listen.
That's a weird brand.
I've come here to say one thing and one thing only. I don't fuck kids.
You should definitely not snort meth and have sex with children.
Oh my god. Remember, I tried writing this joke the other day. Let me see how it goes. So, remember Michael Jackson? He was in that. It's not. I haven't perfected it, so here it's a kind of. I'm working on it. But Michael Jackson, when he was in that Pepsi commercial, and his hair caught on fire.
Yeah.
Do you remember that? It's like, thank God for the safety team working that day, because if he would have died, there's a real chance he would have become Freddy Krueger. I think there's something there.
That was great. You couldn't hear me laughing harder because my mouth, I was keeping my mouth closed so I could eat. That's very funny. That's a very funny joke. It's a shame Freddy Krueger's so, like, funny and charming and also has the whole, like, fucks kids thing going on.
I don't know if he fucked them or not.
Oh,
I think he just killed them. He might have just killed them and, like, strung them up and shit.
Okay, Ed, who just kills kids? There's always fucking involved.
I mean, I would just kill them.
I know you would.
I would spend the weekend with fucking 7 nephews.
Oh my god. They just
coughing in my mouth and shit when they're sitting on my lap. I fucking driving me nuts.
That's the worst, yeah. What ages?
They go from like 14 to 1.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Oh, man. Oh, Reagan Piper, what's up?
Yeah. I saw the pictures, Reagan.
Yeah, her name's not Reagan. I'm sorry, Reagan. I forgot.
Well, you don't have to dox her then.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, that was awesome.
Amanda, that's right.
That's right.
It was so nice you came out. They spent their 25th anniversary with us.
I love that.
And I didn't know what to say. I was so stupid. I was like, oh, that's the year my parents got divorced. But it's all good. Thank you so much for coming. Trisha Taylor came out too, and some other people. But they came from all the way out of town. It was very
That's
cool.
so great.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man. I did write a couple topical jokes for the show.
Is it time for jokes? Is it time? Well, I guess I didn't create a some jokes.
No. We'll just do it while we eat.
We'll do it while we eat.
We'll do it while we eat, because I only got 2 jokes anyway.
All right.
And I wrote some jokes off the news. You know, if you watch Classy Night In with Henry and I, we always like to write a couple jokes about the news. And so, first one's, I don't know if you saw this today. Oh, very topical, both of these jokes, by the way. Planned Parenthood is planning on turning a 37-foot RV into a mobile abortion clinic to perform medical procedures on the border of Kentucky and Missouri, where abortion is now illegal. This will be a welcome change from the mobile conception lab that's been traveling around the country, otherwise known as Adam Levine's tour bus.
All right, please.
Yeah, come on, that's a good one.
You don't do the Try Guys. You know,
Oh, yeah, right.
Which I would try. Who's the other infidelity person? It was a 3-fold thing.
Yeah.
We got to come up with something for Nick Cannon, too. Just had his 10th kid, Rise Messiah.
That's what he named it?
Yeah. He should have named it God Complex.
End of the world? Like Rise Messiah? That's the end?
So insane. That guy has such an undiagnosed God complex. It's insane.
Where do they live? A giant shoe?
Oh my goodness.
There we go.
There you go.
All right. Hurricane Orlean. Have you heard about Hurricane Orlean? New hurricane.
I thought it was Ian.
No, the brand new hurricane.
Oh,
Hurricane Orlean. It's headed towards Mexico. It's going to be the first hurricane with 3 eyes.
Oh my
Get
god.
it? Aye. Aye.
I know. Yeah.
Come on.
Rage prop just several dots. But you know what? We're working hard here, all right?
Hey, Here's my new shit. Here's my new stuff.
Yeah. We got to try it out somewhere, guys. All right.
Oh man, I tried. I also did some jokes in Cincinnati that I can only do in Cincinnati. The comedy club.
Because they have the N-word in them?
Yeah. There was a new the zoo has a new hippo called Fritz. And I was like, I love how you named your new hippo after the fattest German boy. Oh, my name is Fritz and I like the chocolate. And then the comedy club in Cincinnati is called Go Bananas. But the zoo actually is called No Bananas because they killed Harambe.
Oh, is that the zoo where they did the Harambe?
Yeah, it's the same zoo. Yeah.
Wow, man. I didn't even realize that. That was such a huge fucking news story.
Yeah.
All right, there you go. I finished my meal.
You finished it. Good job. I think I'm going to save the second half for my sandwich.
Big boy. It was good.
It was fine.
It was fine.
It was fine. It was
Didn't
nothing
blow me
special.
away.
Still prefer Jersey Mike's any day of the week.
How many buds do I get? I'll get a bud-o-meter. I'll create some kind of thing for that, too, for our ratings and rankings. Yeah, I definitely give it... I give it a straight down the middle 5. The Caesar salad was better than a lot of Caesar salads. I feel like the Caesar salad is easily fumbled.
Yeah, because it's so easy, no one gives a shit to try.
Or the side salad, at least, is so easily fumbled. These were, like, decent croutons. The lettuce was not just iceberg. Mm-hmm. You know? I think we're going to do a Jersey Mike's one of these as well.
Demon Whiskey Nick, you're thinking of Jimmy John. Jimmy John is a raging trumper. Jersey Mike, I believe, isn't a person.
I love it, though. That's just such an online thing where somebody can just say something like that, and then you'd be like, oh, wow, I guess that guy's that like that. And Jersey Mike doesn't even exist. Watching Old Name was one of the most horrendous events of my life.
Yeah.
Well, P-Fits, please. You know. Exactly. 10 out of 10 would do it again. We got to make it entertaining for you guys. If you what do you want to see? Watch me not eat? Please. All right, we've made it to the final 20 minutes. I'm so excited about this segment, Ed.
Yes. Great way to close out the show.
Great way to close out
Anyone
the show.
who's stuck around, you're very lucky. There's a look into our past. Holden and I have known each other for almost 20 years now.
Yeah, man.
I'd say actually more than that. We probably met in 2002, 2003.
Here, I'm gonna wash my hands. I don't want to handle these papers with sandwich hands.
So what we got here is Holden has one and I have one, which they are the old Murderfist Bibles. Now, when I say that, this is from the first 2 years or 3 years of Murderfist.
Now, when he says that, he's talking about something that's as far from God as humanly possible.
On purpose, yeah. But look at this. This is all the sketches we wrote in college.
Yeah.
So they're going to be bad and offensive, but we'll be able to punch these up a little bit. I'm sure a lot of this won't come, how do you say it? Won't age well.
Oh, yeah. In fact, I would encourage you, Ed, to self-edit.
Yeah.
If you see a line that maybe is a word we shouldn't say.
Oh, yeah.
Or something like that. We may be reading off the same page. This is the Colony of Roanoke.
Oh, man. You and I wrote that one together.
Yeah. And then Smandel Keller.
Smandel Keller.
Which is, what was the...
It was basically Helen Keller if she was mentally challenged instead of blind and deaf, right?
Oh, you look magnificent on that horse, Smandel. No, you look magnificent, Danry. Smandel is suddenly thrown from his horse. The sequence happens in slow
Oh, that's right.
motion.
This was my first sketch.
Okay.
That was my first Smandel Keller.
Honestly, I kind of want to do this one.
Let's do Smandel.
All right, we'll do Smandel. I definitely want to do Porn Enough at Last. We just did a Twilight Zone episode for Vision the Bruiser, and it made me, and I talked about this sketch.
Oh, nice. I talked about this recently also on during our Apocalypse episode.
Well, here we go. Why don't we start with, we're going to start with, let's do Porn Enough at Last.
You know what we'll do? Next time we do this, I'll bring my book so we have 2 copies.
Of everything.
Because none of these are even online. They only exist in these books.
Yeah, it's like kind of insane.
Yeah, because we never, I guess computers weren't really a thing.
I mean, there's this crazy, all right, let me just read off the table of contents for the first
some of the sketches.
Okay, so this is the table. This is the sketches in the first show we did. Here comes the goo. Opening plus size wedding dress store, which I think is literally just a hot girl that we called fat for 3 pages and then like got out. Doctor's office, horsecock, Monopoly, Indie Kids, Dr. Doom, Holden hits on mystery woman. Closing.
Okay.
All right, Mac Bro. We have to read Mac Bro.
Mac Bro!
Big Baby, Fancy Gents, Frank and the Devil, Vampire Elevator. That's
this is when I right
That's
after Here Comes the Goo Part 2 this is the last thing I wasn't in.
Oh, okay. Vampire Elevator, Genital Leeches, Lord of Man, Frank.
That's where the name Murderfist came from. Was in that sketch.
Boogeyman, Monster Squad. And
Frank and the Devil.
Frank and the Devil, yeah. And then Poop Sketch, King Special, Poetry Battle, Smandel Keller, Dinner and a Show. I don't even know that one.
Yeah.
Colonel Sanders Murders Ronald. So this was a whole concept piece where we did a Macbeth.
We did 2 episodes. It was like Macbeth meets Lord of the Rings.
Food. Yeah, meets Lord of the Rings, meets like all the fast food mascots.
Yeah. And Henry was whatchamacallit? He was Colonel Sanders.
So funny, man. Yeah, it's all right.
And he kept trying to find the spices.
All right, so I guess I'll play Paul, of course, because that's who I played in the original, and you'll play all the side characters.
I'll play I'll do everything else.
All right, this is.
And you'll read the stage directions?
Yes.
You have to hold this close to my tiny eyes. I can do that.
This is Porn Enough at Last, and this is a parody of the Twilight Zone episode Time Enough at Last.
Yeah.
Lights up on a bank. A customer is waiting for a bank teller. Paul, who is
counting.
Paul, who is counting the customer's money. You know, last night I was masturbating to an excellent porno.
Cool. Could I just have my money now?
I think the title was David Copperfield.
I'm serious.
Charles Dickens was the director, I believe.
I'm gonna go fucking puke all over you if you don't give me my money.
There was a wonderful scene in it where Mrs. Macabre is giving Copperfield the blowjob of his life. Then his sister Jane busts in, and they titty fuck the night away.
Just give me the money.
Customer snatches the money away from Paul, then almost punches him.
You, sir, are a foul man.
And he's just giving it and giving it and giving it. Oh. He notices the customer's gone. Whack music transition plays as Paul goes to his boss's office.
This is you.
You wanted to see me, Mr. Gibbons?
Mathis, we found semen in the safe deposit box again today. Old Lady Forrester was the one who found it, bless her heart. We convinced her it was old bread pudding, so she ate it. Mathis, we know it was you.
Why? What do you mean?
We caught you yesterday in the very act itself, and the day before that.
Safety deposit box.
The safety deposit box again. In fact, this is the 8th masturbation this week. I'm going to take your keys to the vault away. If you do this one more time, I'll give you another warning. And then I'll take action after you mess up again. And get another warning and mess up again. And then I'll take away your keys.
Sir, I'm sorry. It's my wife. She won't let me masturbate at home. She keeps throwing away my pornos. So I have to jerk off at work to the housewives and old ladies that enter the bank.
You, sir, are horrible. Get out of my office.
Paul exits. Blackout. Twilight Zone narrator. Voiceover comes on with the music to introduce the episode. Lights up on Paul watching very hardcore porno. Wife enters after a tick and beats the hell out of him with her purse.
Now get ready for work.
She pulls a dildo out of his jacket.
What is this?
It's a dildo. That was it. So it's like, it's a dildo. And then you hit me.
Oh.
It's a dildo. Wife hits him on the head with the dildo again. Isn't that funny? That's in the stage directions.
But I remember when we actually did it, Carly
hit me so hard with the
You
double-sided
almost
dildo,
blacked
I
out.
almost passed out. Like, I saw stars and almost passed out. And she still, like, chuckles about it today. I was like, you almost knocked me unconscious on stage. You almost gave me a concussion on stage. She's like, I know, it's hilarious. Well, it's mine now. Wife storms out, blackout. Possible narrator transition. Lights up on Paul entering the vault. He opens the safety deposit box and opens a hustler. The jerking off commences. There is an explosion. Paul passes out. Blackout. Lights up. Paul wakes up and exits the vault into a nuclear holocaust. Paul walks around the rubble. Everybody's dead. Why am I alive? Realizes. The vault! The thing of it is, I'm not... And by the way, this is like word for word the episode.
Yeah, we watched the episode and kept pausing it.
Like this whole bit especially. What's up, Evan? The thing of it is, I'm not too sure I want to be alive. All I've got is this hustler. Day in, day out, masturbating to the same TNA. Paul sees a gun on the ground. He picks it up and puts it to his head. He then sees the porno store. It's a porno store! Paul enters the store. Just black cum shots, titty fuck bonanza, a gallon of ass, barrels of semen, barrels and gallons of semen and ass, hooker whore 17! It's a dream come true! Paul dances around the store. There's time now! All the time I need! Time! Time enough at last! Paul sits down, opens a porno, goes for the pants, and his hands fall off. That's not fair. That's not fair at all. There was time now. There was time. Come in.
The best made plans of mice and men. And Paul Mathis. The hands wanted nothing less than time.
Sorry, I'm interrupted.
Thank you.
Happy birthday
Look
to you.
Hey.
Why does it say one?
Because it's the first time you've ever celebrated my birthday.
Happy birthday, dear Eddie. Happy birthday to you.
I wish for a copy of Hooker Whore 17.
Thank you so much.
You, Lexi.
Thank you for coming. I forgot to text you back.
I used that. That's from Winnie's birthday, and I was just like, it works for Ed's too, because after you're 40, the first number doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah, I'm 41.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you, Lexi.
You're
You're so sweet.
Do you want your cupcake now too, or you want to?
I'll take it after.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Hell yeah. Oh.
All right. I feel like
That's so
this
sweet.
it will be both bad and offensive. It's called Smandel Keller. How do you want to play this? I mean, what should we? First of all,
it's so hard. I feel like we shouldn't read Smandel until we have two copies
okay.
because it's so back and forth.
Right.
That it's just we're gonna mess up the timing and it's not gonna be like it's already the material's awful. And so I feel like if our timing sucks, then it's gonna be even more awful. And so let's do something a little easier. Let me look at the table of contents real quick.
How about Horsecock?
I don't know what that is.
Oh, you know what? I think Horsecock was written by like some of the people who didn't stick around too long.
Yeah, I don't know I don't remember Horsecock. Nutty the Squirrel?
Yeah. Do you have that one?
That's over here. Oscar Wilde's last words.
Let's do Nutty the Squirrel.
Okay, Nutty the Squirrel.
I think that's that's offensive. It's simple. It's just two people.
No, it's three, but that's
it's
okay.
three.
I can do both
Well,
of them
I'll
because
be
they're
Nutty.
basically the same character.
Yeah, I'll be Nutty.
And you're Nutty. Did
for
you
sure.
chew on this last page?
I don't know what's going on.
All right.
But I will say this, by the way, you can't find these anywhere. And I do want to, we were going to get feedback too. Time Enough at Last, I feel like holds up. I would add some more
actually
jokes.
rewrote this and did this again in New York. It's one of the few Tallahassee sketches that made it to New York.
And I think it's
and there's a better version of this somewhere because I remember we changed Charles Dickens' name to Charles Cockins, and that always cracked me up.
As a joke, yeah.
Yes,
Why would you change the name? It already works. I would maybe say for that, I would just add more jokes.
Yeah.
I would worry.
And then we didn't even write the most important part, which is the Rod Serling part.
Yeah, he doesn't. And yes, that's the other thing. I would add a funny Rod Serling opening narration.
Yeah,
as well.
which existed, but I think John riffed it maybe?
Well, I think he did riff it maybe. Or he just did verbatim the Rod Serling part where I would just say add some jokes to that and do it legit. Interestingly enough, I think I could be wrong. Is Time Enough at Last in the first season? The first season's a little different. You don't see Rod Serling on screen in the first season.
Oh, is that? Yeah, it might be in the first season because Burgess Meredith.
Yeah, you hear him, but you don't see him, and the music is different for the first season.
Yeah.
It's very weird and dreamy. It's like a harp.
But I remember writing it was so much fun because you and me wrote it, I believe. And maybe someone else was there, but definitely you and I wrote it.
Well, you had gotten that really good DVD
My
set.
mom bought me all of Twilight Zone on DVD.
Yeah.
And so
we were like watching them anyways.
Yeah, we're like, let's just make sketches out of all of these.
And then we just did that one.
Yeah.
But yeah, I wanted to go back. I think we could do a full I mean, what's been parodied more than, Twilight Zone? I mean, Simpsons alone parodied Twilight Zone about 20 times. It was perfect format for Treehouse of Horror.
Monsters on Maple Street. I remember we tried to write that like 10 times and it never worked. But anyway.
All right.
Guys, here is the old classic, Nutty the Squirrel.
Here we go.
Nutty the Squirrel, a little background is there's 3 roommates and one of them's a giant murderous squirrel.
Yeah. So who are you're gonna
I'll
play?
read Mark and Jackson because they're essentially the same character.
Yeah.
Mark is reading a book in his apartment. Jackson busts in. He has blood all over his shirt. Hey, Jackson, what's happening? Nothing much. Mark does a double take. Whoa! What's the deal with all the blood on your shirt? I was gonna say I shot my ex-girlfriend. Who, Denise? Yeah, Nutty told me to do it. Looks in the fridge. Who? Nutty the Squirrel. Nutty enters. That's Holden dressed as a squirrel costume. We've been hanging out a lot lately. You got any eggs?
Hi, I'm Nutty. Nummy, nummy, num, num. Nummy, num. Shoot your ex-girlfriend.
I already know that Charisse is gonna hate this guy. You should probably shoot her.
Work for me.
No, I'm not shooting anybody. Hey, Nutty and I are gonna crash here for a couple days. Can I borrow like $50? For what? I need some new threads and some pistachios for Nutty.
I only eat the fancy kind.
Nutty nuzzles on Mark. Oh, look, Nutty really likes you. Get him off me. Get him off me. Oh, his fur is so soft.
I love you, Mark.
That's so sweet.
Come on, Mark. Murder your ex-girlfriend.
Okay, Nutty. Anything you say.
Ding dong.
That's Charisse.
Nutty hands Mark a knife. Mark opens the door. I'll do Charisse.
Yeah.
Mark, let me tell you all the reasons why you're a fucking prickhead.
Mark stabs Charisse until she dies. I did it, guys. I killed her. Yeah, whatever, man. Hey, me and Nutty turned your bathroom into a meth lab.
What? It's how we'll make our money as outlaws.
Did you guys hear me? I just took a human life.
Ding dong.
Police.
Police. Offstage voice, police.
How?
For absolutely no reason whatsoever, I just called the police.
Nutty and Jackson ducked for cover. 2 cops bust in.
He's got a knife.
Waste him. Boo, 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 squish, squish, squish. Thanks for the tips, Nutty.
Shoot your ex-girlfriend. Yeah. Cops exit.
Well, I guess it's just you and me, Nutty.
It's like a sitcom.
That was what we thought was fun.
There's some good jokes in that one. There's some good funny moments.
I forgot about
jokes.
Police.
I love every time we had cops come in and just
immediately murder everybody.
We're gonna get one more beer while we close this out. I think maybe we have time for like one more.
What if we pick one at random and just hope that it's not horrible?
Let me just open the book to something. I mean, it would probably be terrible.
Yeah, I mean, we wrote these from the ages of 18 to 21.
This one's called Come Date.
Oh, God. I don't remember this.
What even is this?
I don't know. All right. Let's just do it.
Let's do it.
Guys, we grew, okay? We're not the same people we were.
I don't even know. I don't know who wrote this.
Yeah.
I don't know what the deal is. I can't even get it out of the books.
All right.
All right, this is Come Date.
All right, so there's guy and girl.
I think that's it.
Just guy and girl?
Yeah.
All right.
So that's why it works.
All right,
I'll
I'll be guy, you be girl.
Okay. Lights up on an empty living room. In walks a young and seemingly happy couple. It appears they've just been on a fine date or enjoying each other's company. They are both laughing in the middle of the man's anecdote. So
Grandpa Joe's sitting there with the rifle, right? And my brother says, "Hey, man, I don't know what the big deal is. It's only a 2-for-1 special."
Oh, your family seems so funny.
Oh, yeah, they're great. So, hey, how about that coffee?
That'd be great. Man walks off stage and behind a wall. Girl sits down and looks around apartment. They start yelling back and forth to each other.
This is really great.
That's me. This is a really great place.
Thanks. Hey, how do you take your coffee?
Make it blonde and sweet.
How about bald and sweet?
I was talking about the coffee.
Me too.
Sounds for a beat. Man walks back in and dims the light. Girl makes comment about light, and man sneaks around to play some swanky, sexy jazz. Perhaps Stan Getz or Astrid Gilberto's Girl from Ipanema. The man has 2 glasses of brandy and dances over to the girl. Hey, this isn't coffee.
Well, it seems I ran out of coffee. Will brandy be okay?
I don't think you really ran out of coffee.
Guilty as charged.
Well, 2's my limit if I'm driving.
Well, you can sleep in the bathroom.
What?
I'm just kidding. If it comes down to that, I'll take the couch and you can have my bed. How about that?
You keep playing your cards right, maybe we'll share that bed.
You know, my high school nickname was 7-Card Stud.
Oh, you're such a dork. She smacks his arm, and the man obviously comes in his pants, though he is unaware. Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm fine. Could you just give me a second?
Man walks to a corner and curses silently, walks off stage and changes pants.
Shit!
They may exchange banter while off stage. He walks back in.
Sorry about that. I just had to change my pants. The other ones were chafing me. It's the polyester.
Oh, you didn't have to change. If the pants are chafing you, why don't you just take them off? Goes to take off man's pants. Man kind of protests and then comes again.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, did you just come?
Look, this is so embarrassing. This has never happened to me before. It's just that I haven't been on a date in a really long time, and you're so pretty that... Shit, I hope this doesn't ruin anything.
No, actually, it's kind of flattering. It's actually a little sexy. I guess we're gonna have to clean you up then, huh?
No,
Well, I guess so.
Well, I guess so.
Man comes again. Did you just... Is that even...
Well, stop!
Are you serious?
I don't get what's happening.
When was the last time you were even with a woman?
Well, oh yeah, it was about 2 years ago. Oh man, it was great. We laid down and...
Jesus Christ!
I'm sorry. Oh God!
Look, it was kind of endearing at first, but how are we supposed to...
I know. Listen, there's no way it can happen again. It's not physically possible. I mean, like, let's just sit down and have a drink.
Man downs his brandy in one gulp. Okay, bear with me here. I heard if you rub Coke on your dick, it goes completely numb.
Great. Where are we going to score some Coke?
Girl whips out a huge fucking bag of Coke.
Oh shit. Did you have that on you the whole date?
Tee-hee.
Fuck it. I'll try anything once. Man takes Coke, sprinkles it on his dick. Oh, wow. This shit is clean. What's your deal?
Almost comes again.
Hey, I think it worked.
Good, because I came here to fuck.
Yeah!
Snorts some more Coke and starts ripping his clothes off. They just snort and such and clap off the lights. You hear the sound of guy coming and she claps the lights back up. Man is coming hard, real hard, and loves it. Jesus, look, this isn't going to work out. You're a really nice guy, but I don't think you're compatible. So I'm gonna do some more blow and suck off the Harlem Globetrotter.
No, wait. I could change.
Man comes every time she steps. Finally, the girl is gone.
Mommy, oh.
Comes again, realizes he just came thinking about his own mother and vomits. Then he comes again. Blackout music as Globetrotter's theme song plays. I love that. That's so good.
Oh, yeah.
So funny.
I remember that was Tim and Carly.
Yeah. You do remember.
After we started reading it, it did kind of come back to me a
little bit. Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll save some for next time.
Good Lord.
Yeah, I know.
We were doing
we were young and dumb and empty a cum.
Well, yeah, apparently. Good God, I loved that. That was so funny. Well, all right. I think that just about does it. There you go. 7 o'clock on the dot.
So we don't have an exact time when we're gonna keep doing these, but we'll keep tuned for the schedule, and they'll pop up as they pop up.
Yeah, we'll let you know as we come. Hopefully, we'll be able. Hopefully, we'll be able to. I mean, I like this time frame, so hopefully, it'll generally, hopefully, be Monday, late afternoon, early evening. But we'll maybe a Sunday around the same time would be good, or something like that. So we'll get there.
Yeah, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. You're the best. If anyone lives in South Florida, I'm going to be down there opening for Jeff at the Miami Improv October 14th, 15th, and 16th.
It'll be a lot of fun. And then I'll probably find my way to the Dolphins game on the 16th. I'm very excited about that. But come to those shows if you're around. And I think that's it. You guys know everything else about me, so it's not really like I got to plug the brighter side or anything like that. You fucking know what's up.
And we're going to do Art Smackdown Raid. Skulk's doing it tonight, so it should be really good.
Nice.
And we're going to close out with Bill with Preacher.
Preacher.
Have a good one, everybody.
Peace.
Take care, everyone. Well, stick around for the raid. We're raiding. People are saying go Dolphins. I don't know what that's all about. We're raiding. We're raiding Art Smackdown right now. Thanks again for the donos and all the subs. This makes it so worth it. Take care. Take care, everybody.
It's found along by the cancer boys town across the street from Satan's old saloon. Wow, wow, yeah. Wow, Bill, with wood and nail, hammered up and timber.